Our topic of discussion today is... Oh, that's a crap picture. That works. Sniper Wolf.
Another busy day making reaction content.
I don't like Sniper Wolf's content.
Did this person criticize me, Jarvis? Destroy their balls.
That's who we're here to talk about, and I'm here to react to this video. It's called How Sniper Wolf Got Away With It. She can't keep getting away with it! But she does, because she's rich and famous. You can kind of just do whatever you like. That's kind of just how life works. That's how humans built this world. You kind of just... We can't be too surprised, I guess. Yep, because that's the world we live in. A world of excess, resources, and human connectivity. Yet, most people, a large majority of the planet is deprived of basic necessities. Because God loves us. That's why.
God, if you love me, give me a sign. I love you too.
So, this is a documentary. It's about an hour long. It's by some guy named Turkey Tom. It's another documentary YouTube guy, which he's this guy. He's got I don't know how much I've seen. I've seen like a few videos. It's always nice, these types of documentaries, and this is a new thing. If you come across some just fuck shit, dude, feel free to just unleash it on, like, if you find some of the weirdest people, some of the weirdest documentaries, dude, let me know about it. I'm here for it. ain't nothing out of bounds, right? We can get some really cool instances here. But anyways, title of this documentary is called How Sniper Wolf Got Away With It, which is probably presuming to, it's relating to recent events, I guess, because I did hear a whole story about her doxing some guy named Jax Films, which I am familiar with that guy. I've seen his videos since like 2011 or something. And I'm familiar with Sniper. She's a little bit later, but I've heard the name. I just haven't really been a consumer of the Sniper Wolf content. So here we are, yes, again, whatever this is, and we are going to begin. 6 minutes in. Excellent.
The name Sniper Wolf probably rings a bell. Whether you're among her staggeringly large following of 34 million subscribers, or just someone unfortunate enough to see her pop up on the trending page, it's almost impossible to spend time on the site without seeing her. Her career spans over a decade in multiple different genres of content, in which she relies on her very captivating personality to attain a viewership.
She looked much different back then. My goodness. I don't know. It's just off of what I see immediately, the first thing I see. She looks like an actual person back then. Not alluding to anything, I'm just, it's just an observation.
It's me, Matas. It's me, Mr. Bombastic Bomba.
But let's be frank, her success is not the reason you clicked on this video.
Yes, it is. The only reason that there's a documentary made about this person is because of the amount of money they've made doing this particular thing that a lot of people are aware of knowing, of doing this thing that a lot of people are aware of, right? Like, this type of stuff happens, like, I'm presuming this documentary might go into the doxing stuff. It'll go into the doxing stuff, but, like, the only reason that we're aware of it and that we're reacting to it is because of how high profile the both of these people are, at least in the YouTube community. So yes, it's absolutely, I'd argue their success is the determining factor in almost everything. And us knowing about it and us reacting to the way that we do about it, and so many people sharing this type of thing and having a discussion about it, it's only just because we've heard about both these people.
Nor why you even know about her. She's recently become embroiled in a situation with Jax Films in which she's been accused of doxing him. Due to how extreme this drama got, she ended up announcing that she would be taking a break from content altogether. What you may not realize is that for Leah's career, she's been turning entire communities against her from the very start.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna go over it in this video, but she looks different back then, like a different person. She looks way more normal. Probably plays into the gender expectation stuff, right? How women are sort of expected to prioritize the presentation of themselves, right? Their looks, how that's the most important thing. Which sucks, man. That really sucks. I'm already veering. Sorry. Let's get to the substance.
So today we're going to shovel through all of it to discover the story of SS Sniper Wolf, the worst reactor on YouTube. If you take a brief look at the SS Sniper Wolf channel, you'd see it was created on the 20th of January 2013. Given that, you may think that's where her YouTube story begins. And you would be wrong.
It's at 24 billion, Jesus. She has lots of money.
In early 2011, Leah made a channel by the name of Sexy Sniper. While the original channel is completely wiped from the internet, and even wiped from the internet archive for the most part, through re-uploads we can examine what she was all about. This channel was mostly focused on vlog-style content, with some COD gameplay videos thrown in for good measure. Much of the appeal of these videos came down to her looks, which she was rather good at showing off, often wearing skimpy outfits that really complemented her figure. The content itself was certainly raunchier than what you may have come to expect from Sniper Wolf, given how sanitized her modern stuff is. For the time, her content was honestly not that unique.
I don't know, that's like Tana Mongoose-esque type content. I don't know, it sucks. Right, the climb of this person to getting to where they are, that also means something, right? I mean, I've organically come across this person on a few instances from other people that I've known. That they have a platform that was established and has been is maintained now just because they continue to put stuff out. Hell, them choosing to take a pause from uploading stuff, that was news. That's how successful this person is. That's crazy. What was it, like 30 million, 24? Like this person is obscenely wealthy, and other people need to get them there. They don't just do that by themselves. Not just talk about like behind the scenes, which I hear that's also the case for this person. Like she had a boyfriend that did a lot of stuff, that did the gameplay, and she would just show up and talk and act as if she was playing. I'm talking about the people who respond to the content that this person puts out there. Like that's is that the determining that's more of a pervasive force, if you ask me. And when in contrast to simply just her putting her stuff out there. People like this need other people for people to know that this is a person.
There were a lot of gamer girls from around this time posting stuff to appeal to gamer men and playing into their notions of a perfect sweetie. Wearing revealing clothing, making raunchy jokes about sex and other taboo topics. It was a common archetype at the time. Given all of this, it should come as no surprise that she found moderate success.
Dude, how could she not? Dude, gamer girl gunk hour. Oh my god. E-girl? Yas. Let me follow, girl. Let me hit you with some of those donations, dudes. Let me send you a message. Because I know you love me if I just keep sending you money. It's a little bit, I don't know, seems a bit predatory. Like, it's just putting content out on the internet and people reacting to it, right? It's just floating around in the universe and people just come across it, right? But I don't know, it sort of feels like a snare. Like a trap, right? You just...
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here. Are traps gay? Yeah. And as always, thanks for wait a minute. What if the dick is cute?
I don't know. Like some hunter-gatherer just placing out like these rabbit traps and such. So that they can monetize catching the attention of these people. Hey man, this is just the way that things are. This person's a result of the way that things are.
Getting about 45,000 subscribers by February 2013, which was pretty significant back then. However, Leah would not stick with this channel for much longer, with the channel we all know, Sniper Wolf, being created in January of 2013.
Sniper Wolf!
But eventually, she made a full transition from Sexy Sniper, deleting the channel entirely and going as far as to hide any traces of its existence. Today, you can't even find the full channel via Wayback Machine unless you're looking for specific videos from the channel.
Information time, because the Wayback Machine catalogs everything. How do you remove from Wayback Machine? Because how do you scrub that? How does that work? You have to go on their archives or something? There are two ways to do it, according to Quora. Email info@archive.org with the name of site you want to remove. They'll get back with your process. Put robots.txt file in your site that blocks spiders. Huh. So you can either just request to the website to have it removed or just, I don't know, install. It says site. We're talking about YouTube. Unless the Wayback Machine is, you can do any, check out any website. As time moves on, are there going to be more outlets for people to be able to just scrub the internet of like all sorts of information? I mean, I don't think that's possible. Out there, it's going to constantly reverberate forever. It's just, because it's kind of like how somebody says to somebody who uploads lewd shit, people could, you know, you upload that, even if you remove it, try to get it taken down all sorts of places, people could still take it themselves and repost in other places or just hold on to it. Are things going to get more advanced to the point where you're able to just... Because it's not in a... Sure, it's out there and it's floating around, but the internet is a vast, endless ocean. It's not a question of... It's more so a question of whether or not people can find it, can stumble across these types of things, or have access to the information in combat to the endless slew of information that the internet possesses, right? So it's mainly not so much... It's mainly people have to find it, right? It can get lost. You can... You hear that? Okay. That's interesting, because that's the first time I heard of that. Being able to scrub information from the internet like that. There's clearly probably still some of it out there. It's just, I guess no one was really incentivized to pin it down, you know, 34 million, yeah. Before they got to 34 million. Interesting.
Last night, Sniper Wolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults."
Interesting. And all these kids fapping about her as just like some average, ugly, fucking Mexican bitch with a big ass nose and bushy ass eyebrows. But so, I don't know how some dumb, ugly, flat bitch that's not even good at MGO is just lags like shit. Fucking, how do you live in New York?
Interesting.
In the early 2010s, Leah had met a man named Evan Young, known more famously today as Sausage.
Like that. This guy's, his name is Evan, but you can call him Sausage. Because that's what he's known for, or as, Sausage. This doesn't mean anything, it's just funny, it's just internet names.
They met on a Metal Gear Online forum, where they were quick to strike up a conversation. Although much of their early interactions are lost to history, we know they had stopped talking at some point between 2010 and 2012. But in 2012 they resumed talking, and in 2013 they met up at an anime convention through mutual friends.
Yatta! Calm down, I've been to anime conventions.
Oh shit, damn, you looking real cute. What's your name?
My name is Felix.
Oh shit.
Soon enough, they struck up a long-standing relationship which would last for over 9 years. That same year, Leah made a new YouTube channel, SS Sniper Wolf. The Sniper Wolf channel would be a distinct departure from what she was doing before. Instead of mostly focusing on her appearance, this new channel used that to her advantage while also combining it with actual gaming content. Early Sniper Wolf videos were focused almost entirely on COD gameplay videos, where she would demonstrate a high degree of skill in that game. This made her somewhat unique at the time, as skilled girl gamers with large followings were not really as prevalent back in the day. And the lack of competition, along with a sizable boost from her Sexy Sniper channel, allowed her to get a good head start.
Wow. Yeah, time and place. Hitting a certain niche, exploiting a certain demographic. It's a game. It's just a game. This all plays into monetary acquisition, right? As a result, she has 34 million subscribers. And then she essentially reformed and reshaped her business model in a fashion that would most accessibly accommodate the lifestyle that she wants, right? Like, this just involves her recording herself in front of it, well, at least initially, right? With the videos, the video games, Call of Duty. Recording herself for a small amount of time, just overlaying it over some gameplay. Now she, doesn't, well, not really react channel, just, like, gives some basic, generic reactions to all sorts of videos other people send to her. Like, she lives a very exclusive life. Like, she, for the most part, can do whatever she wants, wherever she wants. She's succeeded to the furthest degree that most people would consider to be success, right? You have a big old house, you're making a lot of money by doing something that doesn't require too much manual input. Like, it's just editors out the wazoo. You can just outsource. All you gotta do is just show up and record for like a set amount of time on a day here or there, you know. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. I see this time and time again. It's just because people make money doesn't mean Like, people want it to mean something. So they're going to be like, oh, that's worthy of respect. That's worthy of my admiration. I mean, if you want to see it through the lens of, okay, I got to get my own, or a lens of, it's a cruel world.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living.
But I'm gonna get mine. If you want to see it through that lens, then you can look up to people like this. But given that that's what usually matters, doesn't that kind of suck? It's just, it sucks. Right? We're also, I mean, this thing is, the title of this documentary is how Sniper Wolf got away with it, because we're discussing a shitty thing that this shitty person did, who's in a very specific tier of society where they can do whatever they like. And it's not even necessarily, the title itself, it denotes our reaction to it. This person just exists within reality. Rather than just, you know, this world that we built. And they did something, and because of the world that we built, there were no ramifications. There was nothing too crazy that this person had to worry about as a result of their shitty actions and being a pooper, right?
Are you pooping? Hello?
Let's get to those points.
But that's not to say she didn't have any rivals. Allow me to introduce you to Rhea. If you look at her channel today, you wouldn't really think of her as a gamer. But roll back to the year 2013 and what you'd find is Girl Gone Gamer.
Girl Gone Gamer.
Yep. I'm jacking off to that.
I don't, it's like tacky. There's nothing really inherently wrong with it. It's just, I don't know, are we on Nickelodeon or something? Are we?
Next Wednesday,
we got a special pro gamer.
Markiplier.
Thank you, you're too kind.
I play myself, also known as Markiplier. Gaming is fun. You get a sense of togetherness.
You shut the fuck up.
So
You shut the
on the
fuck
show
up.
because he's a
You
pro
shut
gamer.
the
Gamers that come on.
Is this Baby Tunes?
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Are we there yet?
Let's play a game.
Dude, that girl's gone gamer, dude. She's a gamer. Nearly 200,000 followers. Okay.
A channel with hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
It's just a name. It doesn't mean anything. It's just funny. I don't know why I'm pointing that out.
20 million plus channel views, and a dedicated following. Though her content was not focused entirely on gaming by 2013, with much of it being composed of vlogs, her gaming videos would still regularly get upwards of 100,000 views. In said videos, she also demonstrated quite a high level of proficiency at the game, although at this point she usually used these gameplay videos as vehicles to talk about different topics. But before I go any further, a word from today's sponsor.
There you go. Get your money, Turkey Tom. Cook that turkey, Tom. Hold on.
No, you're not. I just found
Oh, okay. Okay, so that was the ad that overlaid the sponsor, right? It was the, God damn it. Because when I need to install the app. When I double click, it just clicks out of the, hold on, give me a sec, hold on.
Hold up. Let him.
Okay.
We'll continue to explore.
Okay.
Undeniable.
I figured out the method. Okay, I got the method down. Okay, we're fine. We're good. Sponsored by Coleman.
Girl Gone Gamer and Sniper Wolf were very much vying for the same audience, and given that Girl Gone Gamer had been around for longer at that point, with a far larger following, she had an undeniable advantage. That's not to say Sniper Wolf was out of her depth. On August 10th, 2013, Leah made a now unlisted expose on Girl Gone Gamer. In it, she spoke about some of the history she had with her, how her fans really wanted them to have a 1v1, and how Girl Gone Gamer refused, going as far as to block Sniper Wolf on other social media. Sniper Wolf then questioned Girl Gone Gamer's COD gaming skills, and even went as far as to accuse her of faking her gameplay.
Since she had less than 100k, so it's definitely not about exposure, at least it wasn't before, and if she didn't want to, she could just decline, that's fine, and I would prefer a reason, but why block? It gives me and a lot of my subscribers the impression that she doesn't actually get her gameplay.
Doesn't actually get her, got to the gamer girl? Gamer got girl. Girl Gone Gamer and got her gameplay. You're telling me the girl got gamer and got her gameplay? Hold on. SSS Sniper Wolf? That's a crazy claim. And ironic once we move on, which you'll see. I know that at least. I've heard that somewhere. I don't know, was it this? I haven't seen this one. This was first. This is dry.
Key points.
This is dry.
According to Leah,
I'm dry. I mean, I haven't seen this thing, so I'm dry.
her accusation comes down to a few key points. According to Leah, Girl Gone Gamer had blocked her after she asked to do a 1v1 video where they faced each other. She also accuses her of deleting comments relevant to the situation, leading her to believe that the gameplay was faked. Throughout the video, she never really provides any actual proof of these claims, nor does she give any evidence later.
Don't do either of those. Let's just say if you're the Girl Gone Gamer, if you're a girl that's gone gamer, right? And you're in the position of, I mean, I think this was at a time when you had more followers than she did or something. And I'm guessing maybe you think that she's trying to get some clout, which, yeah, that's exactly what she's trying to do. I mean, that's the first thing that she said in the Call of Duty commentary video. But don't do these things. Don't block someone. Don't delete their, like, it's engagement. Likes, dislikes, as long as people are watching. Just look at my videos. My videos attract, depending on the subject matter, it really depends. I noticed that some of the more touchy, controversial subject matter topics bring in a lot of really stupid people who, like, watch for, like, 30 seconds or something, and then they just leave their shit on the wall, dislike the video or something, leave a dumbass comment like, "But I thought that's a dumb opinion because you didn't do this," and it was like, or you could have just watched it and then seen me explain things. But that's the thing about being stupid. You kind of just do whatever. So maybe Girl Gone Gamer's not. She didn't have enough G Fuel in her system.
I bought this because I thought it looked funny. But I think it was legitimately gonna get a heart attack.
Sponsored to deal with SSS Sniper Wolf's trying to probe and prod. But I don't know, hindsight, maybe it was a good idea. I mean, if it's all about clout and the way that people perceive you and winning, I mean, if you have all these dumbass YouTubers doing boxing stuff, which, that's fine, if it were MMA, it'd be cooler. Wow! It's clearly just a display, a show, to surface level rank people, let's just say, like tier list. Like, go back to the Boogie video, right? The way that the documentary framed it, right? This is supposed to be Biggie's Smalls, the millionaire, the mansion, the yacht.
I got the weed spot. I shot bread in the head, took the bread and the lamb spread.
It's just primate stuff, right? It's just, this guy could beat this other guy in a fight, that must mean something. Oh, we're men, we must settle it like men. So we must attack each other. Because that's intelligent, that's reasonable. That's why I say, learn, this is not really related to what we're talking about, but learn MMA so that you don't have to deal with losers like that who feel the need to impose their disgusting primitive standards onto you. You could just humiliate them and make them feel like, oh, I'm having a reality shock. Damn. The stuff that I believe in is well, granted, they'll probably, most people, even when they're met with the ramification of their stupid values and their ideas, they're just gonna find ways to keep rationalizing it. We're animals, dude. Anyways, another tangent. So there's that.
However, she speaks quite confidently throughout her video, which, it seems, was enough to sway viewers to her side, despite the somewhat intimidating like-to-dislike ratio.
That's not intimidating. In my personal experience.
Adding to this is the fact that Girl Gone Gamer never made a public response to the accusation, and as a result, public opinion was definitely on Sniper Wolf's side. While this drama was rather contained, there were still dozens of YouTubers who would release videos where they shared their opinions on the situation, most of whom sided with Sniper Wolf. This exposed video was pretty beneficial for her channel. Prior to it releasing on August 10th, 2013, she had accumulated around 48,000 subs. 10 days later, she had grown to 70,000, and 2 weeks after that, she had 100,000.
Ooh, what am I talking about, people? She created some drama, she stirred some shit, she stewed it around in her little pot, and it worked! People came flooding to have some of it. To sip on the nipple, to sip on the nip. Have a little suckle in the tuckle. Have a little rumble in the fuckle. Have a little struckle duckle. That's perfect, like, right there. That is reaffirmation to her to continue doing these things, to keep doing the stuff that she does, because she's tangibly rewarded for it. How is it when that's the case, when that's reality? How is it possible how would it not be that bad people take advantage of that? How would it not be that narcissists and sociopaths and just stirrers and trolls, how are they not the ones that succeed when that's the playing field? It's crazy. It's insane. It is crazy. Like, in a way, she's supposed to do these things. She's supposed to be a son of a bitch. Because why would you not? You're rewarded for it. Oh my god.
This can largely be attributed to a lot of new subscribers coming from the Girl Gone Gamer channel, who wanted to watch Sniper Wolf, who is now the real gamer.
Dude, S Sniper Wolf is the girl gone gamer. She's the true one.
Choose your character.
Shut your mouth. You are ugly. Pervert.
But it's so bright and yellow. I can't look.
Oh my god!
All of the other girls are not gamers. SSS Sniper Wolf is the gamer gone girl. She's the girl that's gone gamer.
Fortnite Battle Royale. Are you ready? Here they come, and I don't have any shields. I hear you talking up there. What are you doing?
No other girls got any gamers. She gone gamer. She's the real gamer. Quote unquote. Quote real, quote gamer. Dude, she's quote real and she's quote a gamer.
No.
Yes! Oh my god, I actually killed the guy at the end! I did it! Oh, I've actually did it! Oh, yay!
The girl behind the channel, Rhea Carmona.
Dude, it is cold. I'm a twig too! Dude, I only weigh like 160. As of right now, of course, but I'm a twig, man. Gotta pack on. Yeah, if you pack on that meat, that flubber, it makes you more cold resistant, but rather just not be in a place that's goddamn cold. Ugh.
Has since completely divorced herself from gaming, memory holing her channel's past so much that you won't find a single one of her hundreds of videos from that period. The channel today only contains 10 videos, most of which seem like redirects to her other content, including her podcast and her OnlyFans.
Sorry, it's not that he said it's OnlyFans is funny. I read the title of the video on the right when it showed my life, living life with herpes or something, and then OnlyFans came up. Sorry, it's just funny. It's just weird. Life has a cosmic, just absurd, just...
Wat is Genever feesten? Wel, we gaan er vandaag vanuit dat dat evenementen zijn die terug zullen kunnen doen.
Given this, we'll likely never find out if there's any truth to the accusations. This was not the first controversy she had gotten into, however. Meet Enigma Hood. He's a small content creator, producing a very eclectic selection of videos. Everything from discussing the so-called 4th generation of nuclear weapons to a guide on how to clean your ear. He's been making videos regularly to this day, usually talking about hot-button contemporary topics. Back at the tail end of 2012, when Sniper Wolf was still just Sexy Sniper, he made a critique of her video titled Facebook Creepers Vlog Rant, in which Leah complained about the attention she'd been getting from strangers on Facebook.
Shut up, Leah. SS Sniper Wolf. You kidding? You chose that, and you're benefiting from it. In fact, you've done stuff so that you can bring in that particular crowd, so that you can monetize their viewership, and now you're complaining about the fallout that's inevitable, that inevitably comes along with that stuff. Yes. Let's see what this guy has to say about that, because that is dumb. Don't feel bad for her.
Enigma Hood argued she wasn't in a position to complain about people's creepy behavior if she led them on, which she admitted to in the video.
Exactly. I completed his argument before you even fucking said it, except you said it you said it in a more accessible fashion.
He also gave her a general critique of her content, arguing that the most valuable thing about her videos were that her cleavage was revealed.
Dude, he was on the mark before SS Sniper Wolf was this Sniper Wolf. While she was God Gamer.
You thought you could get away, gamer girl. You thought that you could fucking escape me, gamer girl. But my IQ is too high?
She was the girl got gamer Sniper Wolf. And he figured it out before the gamer got girl. He got in her. And he got the girl. Dude. Same things are being said by different people at different times in her career.
Obviously in a very tongue-in-cheek way. The video wasn't exactly a masterclass of argumentation, and it was pretty poorly received from the get-go, but I think we can all agree that it was within fair use, with Enigma Hood only using a conservative selection of clips and utilizing them to make his arguments.
Oh. Well, this documentary's still up, so I think I should be okay. Because then again, remember, these are bad people. Not the documentary. Turkey Tom, I love you, dude. Thank you for this documentary. But people like Sniper Wolf, the subject matter of the video. These are bad people. And bad people just, they do what they do because they want to and because it benefits them. They will trample all over you just to reaffirm their sense of self or for whatever reason. To maintain their stature in the hierarchy, to crush the opposition, to make themselves feel good. To benefit themselves monetarily, to be any reason. That's the thing. You can't appeal to other people's humanity when they just don't really either have it or just don't really give much of a shit. Or they're directly incentivized to not give a shit about it. Such as, dude, like the doxing? Like, what did that cause her? Like, at most. Just, oh, I gotta take a vacation now. Oh, wow. It's like when a cop kills somebody, and because, you know, it's a crappy piece of crap country, right? The American police are just very low quality. When they kill somebody, they're just put on paid leave. Take some time off. Get your head straight. Let's just not really pay attention to the damages caused by your shittiness. Just humans being humans.
Sniper Wolf didn't seem to agree, striking down the video a few months later. Enigma Hood was outraged, and he fought the DMCA takedown, which ended up being released shortly after. But the drama did not end there.
The dislikes on his video, he was totally right. But because people like her, they disliked it. They're just like, we know that she did something that was wrong to you, but don't stand up for yourself because we like her more. That's normally how it goes. Like Beyonce fans, yuck.
At every Beyonce concert, there's one part of one song where the crowd is expected to be silent. And I guess everyone follows this rule. So Pink Cat's at this concert, and when that quiet moment comes... Then, as you could have predicted, the internet immediately identifies her, and they go for her throat. Beyonce fans start making videos about it.
The nerve.
All you had to do was just go on mute.
You better be glad you were around people that did not want to put hands on you real quick.
They found her Twitter and they reported it until it got suspended. They did the same to her TikTok and it got banned. So then she has to private her Instagram so people won't mess with it. All for shouting at a Beyonce concert.
Oh! Ew!
You're all horrible!
Disgusting. Some of the disgusting shit that people do so that they can, just reaffirm the hierarchy. It gives them a sense of meaning. I like to call them parasites. I like to call them slaves, because that's what they are. They don't have any sense of self. They're just mindless animals. So, but that's a good reflection right there, huh? Man.
Enigma Hood went on to make many more videos criticizing her, including a somewhat unhinged video calling Sniper Wolf racist for liking a tweet.
You f***ing Indian? Jesus. And she liked that. One favorite. SSS Sniper Wolf. Wow. Huh. Again, she's a bad person, so you can't really be surprised, but, that's kind of hard to defend against. You like that tweet. I imagine there's all sorts of other people who are tweeting at this guy angry tweets that were considerably less that. And this is the one that maybe it was just a favorite spree. Maybe she was like, okay, let me just like all the comments that shit on this guy, right? Let me stir the fire. And then she's directly incentivized to. These people pay her rent. Oh my god. And it has a majority dislikes. That's funny. He's not entirely wrong if that's the thing that you choose to say that you approve of on the internet, on a public platform. God damn.
Sniper Wolf struck this video as well, despite the fact that there was no actual copyrighted content in the video at all. For the next couple of years, Enigma Hood would continue to release dozens of videos on her in the interim, taking as many jabs at her as he could possibly muster. Just to go through a few examples, there's Sniper Wolf attacks vegans and doesn't understand science, 9-year-old criticizes stupid prom project video, and perhaps most interestingly, Sniper Wolf's husband is faking her gameplays.
SS Sniper Wolf is a phony. She is a fraud. She's been faking her gameplays. Now, this has been a rumor that's been going around for a long-ass time.
Why is he's acting like an anime character? I'm sorry, I'm just, yes. You are right about the stuff you're saying, but it's funny. You got the He's also got the chest hair, which is, dude, rock it, man. Rock on with the raincoat.
Is that a raincoat?
Yes, it is.
That was gullible. I didn't realize just how much she lies, but she lies all the time.
This would actually be one of the first videos discussing the idea that Sniper Wolf was faking her gameplays. While it's not exactly clear which source he's drawing from at this point in time, he did state that her husband, Sausage, was the one doing all the gameplays, while Sniper Wolf only provided commentaries, saying they had a 50-50 split of the channel revenue. He mentioned there being a lot of proof, although he himself did not present any, and the only thing he went out of his way to prove was that Sniper Wolf had dated people online to get into their Metal Gear Online clans.
Yes. You're being objective, Turkey Tom, that's good. Right, even if he's valid, he still needs to, like, explain and describe and show evidence instead of just... Yes, maybe it was the wrong person attacking him. Maybe it was Jax Films was probably more qualified to legitimately point out all of the crappy things that this person does. Plus, I mean, he had more of a platform. He has more of an audience that's supporting him. So when there's two big people who are clashing that have lots of followers, everyone's just like, oh! War of the Worlds!
Knock knock. Hey, Stewie. What do you want? I just want to talk to you about everything that happened. You know, sure, you were in a little over your head, but... Whoa. I was in over my head? Yeah, but Stewie, this isn't about all the things you did wrong. It's about me apologizing. Okay, then apologize. I just did. No, you didn't. You just said it's about me apologizing. That's not actually apologizing. All right, Stewie, I'm sorry that I made you uncomfortable and put you in a situation that you clearly couldn't handle. Okay, there it is again. What the hell? Stop with that! You're right. This is about healing. This is not about how many things you messed up along the way. It's about how badly I reacted to them. So, I'm sorry about how badly I reacted to your many errors. That's as good as it's gonna get, isn't it? Pretty much.
He also brought up her arrest record for armed robbery from 2013.
Whoa! Huh? Armed robbery. Huh.
Okay, time for a smash and grab.
Interesting.
In regards to the arrest record, that much is at least undeniable. On the 22nd of July 2013, Sniper Wolf, or Leah Shalesh, was arrested on a charge of armed robbery in Maricopa County, Arizona. In a now unlisted video, Sniper Wolf recounts her own version of the incident, in which she was unfairly railroaded for allegedly shoplifting. That's of course a far cry from what Enigma Hood had described, and it also leaves out the part where Sausage, real name Evan Young, was arrested alongside her. What had actually happened that day remains unclear, as Sniper Wolf never went into detail about it herself, and as far as we know, the case never actually reached the trial stage. It's believed that the charges were dropped.
Welcome to the United States law. Bunch of mindless crap happens.
As for Enigma Hood's other accusations, while there isn't much evidence on YouTube prior to this video, there's been some that came out following Enigma Hood's video on the topic. A YouTube channel that's kind of amusingly called Truth Revealed posted a video on the 19th of February 2015 simply titled, "Sniper Wolf is fake, full proof." This video makes many claims that echo the prior accusations from Enigma, while showing some actual evidence.
Two things. All of these videos, they just disable their dislikes. Like, come on, don't be a pansy. Let people slam it. Let people display how fucking stupid they are, right? Because people are stupid, and they're gonna show that to you. Just let them. Let them comment, let them leave their stupid crap. People are dumb. But the fact that there are so many people who got to disable the dislikes or feel like, because, you know, it's emotional. They feel inclined to do such because of how shitty and toxic her fan base is. She's got 30 million followers, too. Goddamn, that sucks. Yeah, she's not only directly incentivized and reinforced by her audience, but like they're gonna constantly go out of their way to benefit. It's like a religious figure. Humans are so grotesque. You just have to build an importance around a bunch of people, and then get somebody, have a bunch of people build an importance around them, and then all those people are gonna act in ways to reaffirm that in their tangible environment. They're gonna go out, I mean, it's like religion, right? Jesus, how many dumbasses, right? Oh, Jesus Christ, he's my savior. Pick your poison wherever you go, whatever stupid religious stuff that people believe in, whatever religious figure that people, it's not just specific to religion. It's anything. It's anything that people can sort of surround a crazy extent of perceived value onto, or they can attach that to it.
Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump. Please. Please save me. Please get these people away from me. In dear God's name, please stop these people. They're breaking.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping. And they're gonna just, I don't get that. I understand it through like, cause you know, I guess through the same lens that humans are kind of just tribalistic animals that kind of just make up stuff to feel things about them. But I don't understand. It's like if you're an individual, if you got stuff going for yourself, you wouldn't be doing that. You'd be living your own life, trying to build your own perceived value, because that's just how the world works, unfortunately. You can't just live a life and not adhere to the structure that humans have built. But like, come on, that's just pathetic and sad. Like, if you're actually one of those people who's like, oh, I gotta go out of my way to support this shit person. It's like soccer. It's like a sport. Choose which team you're on, and then just blindly just. This is the dogs. This is Sandler, baby. This is how we do it. I'm with these guys. It's my family. You can't abandon family. Family. Oh my God! It's just ways humans try to validate their feelings. Gross.
A YouTube channel that's kind of amusingly called Truth Revealed posted a video on the 19th of February 2015 simply titled Sniper Wolf is Fake, Full Proof. This video makes many claims that echo the prior accusations from Enigma while showing some actual evidence. For example, he shares text messages between a girl named Aura and Remembrance1217, which is widely believed to be her boyfriend's original gaming account, where they more or less explicitly talk about how it's in fact him getting all the gameplays for her videos and not her.
Bro! Dude, both girls got gamered. They both got gamered by a gamer. Oh!
Star! Fucking bitch! Yeah, get his ass! Fucking pussy! Try the fucking game, bitch! Try the fucking game!
Was Girl Gone Gamer actually good at the game? I mean, it didn't say that, but...
If you're gonna play like that, you better have shockwaves to finish the job, because if that guy had shockwaves after he railed me like that from behind... After he shot on my back... After he came from behind...
That's funny. The expose. The expose. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's part 3. Or part 1, 2, 3... I don't know. Doesn't matter.
It also shows evidence that Sniper Wolf and Sausage had likely been married at that point, including a video from Sausage released in 2014 titled Moving In with Sniper Wolf.
Oh God. And then they can just monetize the attention that they acquire from sharing the personal details of their life. There's a cost to that, but there's also a benefit. And that probably outweighs the cost in many ways, right? Hell, Aaliyah, right? SS Sniper Wolf was the one that was doxing other people, or at least the one when it came to Jack's film, the way it was referenced in the beginning of the video.
What's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm gonna be watching Sniper Wolf until I get doxed, so let's just get started.
Whales bust, the biggest nut of all time. Is that what it is?
That was, Jack's films got punished for that because of her retaliation to, you know, him trying to point out that this person is a piece of shit. Which, yes, SS Sniper Wolf is a piece of shit. Come on. Just off of this already, off of the few things, we haven't even gotten that far. And this person's already like, God, This person's already reflecting some of the crappiest traits of people. Manipulation, lies, deceit, trying to targeted harassment.
Destruction of property, vandalism, disorderly conduct, extreme negligence, reckless evading, indecent exposure,
That's a lot of...
assault, third-degree manslaughter, parking illegally, second-degree manslaughter.
I can't believe you were framed for all of that.
Framed?
Yeah, you were framed by Shadow, right?
We're only 11 minutes in. And I'm nearly 50 minutes in.
The channel would go on to release another 2 videos on Leah, including a short video intended to prove she's faking her gameplays, and another longer video showing an interview on Drama Alert with Troll Munchies, in which Troll Munchies also alleges that Sniper Wolf is faking her gameplays, and that she's actually married to Sausage. The videos ended up accruing over 1 million views combined, being heavily dislike bombed by Sniper Wolf fans. While many in the comments do seem impressed and even convinced by the arguments, there's no real evidence that this had any effect on her channel.
Of course not. Even if it's the most disgusting crap you can, like, it really takes something. It really takes something for people to step away. If you can keep their attention, that is all that matters. It has no bearing on who you are and the things you do. You just gotta find a way to do that. Let's to Boogie. That's the first example we use on this channel. People still show up, sure, but not nearly to the same extent as before. Sniper SSSS Sniper Wolf, like she still has that audience that's incredibly loyal, that puts up with all that crap. She's probably a worse person than Boogie. Let's be honest. It's just she knows how to coordinate it in a fashion that allows her to continuously enable all this stuff for herself, right? Her clout, her degree of influence, her lifestyle, the amount of money she makes. It's a game. It is a game. Oh my god.
All while I am still collecting coins.
And we want to respect each other, like, oh, you're better or worse at this game that this disgusting species built? Why? Why don't we just not suck? Why don't we just, like, not be a bunch of animals? Why can't we just be decent? That's asking way too much, right? Because just we suck, but also we're great, and there's a God that loves us, right?
If you love Jesus, get ready to cry in 3, 2,
I can see
1.
it now. Jesus loves you. He loves you just the way that you are. He's not going to love you more when you think that you can break your addiction of pornography.
How it feels to choose.
But look at all this other awesome, disgusting shit. I guess you gotta view it that way, right? There's a reason to it. Oh, get your bag. As long as I say that, I can respect your efforts. God damn. Yeah.
For that reason, we'll stop talking about it for now. But trust me, this will definitely come up when you least expect it.
Sniper Wolf!
While the Truth Revealed videos still likely swayed a fair number of people, mostly those who didn't really like Sniper Wolf in the first place, Enigma Hood's content fell on deaf ears, and his videos on Sniper Wolf had a universally terrible reception at launch, with not much in the way of views, and a huge proportion of dislikes and negative comments. That is, if the comments and dislikes were turned on at all, which is not the case for a lot of these videos. Sniper Wolf, meanwhile, came out of it pretty much unscathed.
Guys, doesn't matter, just life general rule of thumb. Doesn't matter what you do or don't do, people are gonna poop on you. Alright, just let them unleash. Right? Let them all, if you're saying something that's valid and you actually got your shit together, and people just don't like that, then that's on them. Fuck them. Screw them. Let them flail. Let these disgusting parasites just give you more attention. Find a way to exploit it. Who cares, man? You gotta be strong. You have to be able to tolerate this stuff, otherwise you're gonna have an even harder time than you will.
As most of her audience wasn't even aware these videos existed. In fact, by January 2016, her channel had grown to an impressive 2 million subscribers.
Hold on, was she on a red carpet? Was that John Wick 3 behind her? What's that all about? Whatever me response? I don't know. I don't want to look into that. We'll just keep moving. I'm not going to get distracted by that.
With a combined 500 million views on all of her videos. This drama with Enigma Hood would drag on until 2016, as he continued to release videos about her when Sniper Wolf made a video called My Biggest Hater. In it, she leveled heavy accusations against Enigma Hood, accusing him of being a registered sex offender. She also claims that she used the copyright system to take down his videos because he had re-uploaded her own content. Enigma was quick to respond, releasing a video in defense of his character.
Oh man, look at that. Her dumbass fans. You just has to tell them stuff, and because people are stupid, mindless animals, that's all it takes. Look at that ratio, dude. Unsubstantiated claims that are considerably worse than any potentially unsubstantiated claims this guy made. That he's a sex offender. Gross. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, remember, Sniper Wolf's a piece of shit, so.
Sniper Wolf, if you're watching this, if you don't wake up tomorrow, it won't bother me at all.
There, he called out Sniper Wolf for sharing his personal information while claiming he had never been arrested and that he's not on the registry to begin with. Later on, Sniper Wolf herself would go on to say he was not on the registry anymore, but his name had been there when she'd originally looked him up 2 to 3 years prior to this. Now, it should be noted there is a chance Sniper Wolf isn't lying. Maybe she really did see him listed on the registry. Given the severity of the situation, I'd rather not cast any judgment because I can't seem to find any record of this guy. I can't seem to find any charges. I can't seem to find any criminal history whatsoever.
Yes! Okay, so then take that into account and take into account Sniper Wolf's history. Should we, come on. If we're gonna hear that, let's hear it from someone else, not her. She's the last person that, regardless of whether or not this is a war, regardless of whether or not it is or isn't, you should not be getting it from this, from SSSS. Shouldn't be getting it from that bitch. No way. She gains something from that. She benefits. She reinforces the value, the shitty feelings of her shitty fans. That's it. And look, the dislike ratio is a perfect reflection of that. Disgusting animals.
So I'm inclined to believe that Enigma Hood may be telling the truth, but at the same time, it seems so insane to me that Sniper Wolf would just bold-faced lie about something that's so easy to fact-check right away.
Is it? Come on, Turkey Tom. Come on. Don't be gullible now, Turkey. What? Like, absolutely. You can just say stuff and people will believe it. They don't go out of their way to try to inform or improve themselves. Like, most people, they're gonna try to follow their feelings. Religion?
Where's the money, Lebowski? You want that money, Lebowski? Bunny says you're good for it. Where's the fucking money, shithead?
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
You're surprised? Why would you be surprised by that? Again, humans are mindless animals. Like, look at everything that we've seen so far. Like, you can just say stuff. You can just do whatever. Find a way to cheese the system. Find a way to get people on your side. Lie, manipulate, reshape, reframe, mislead. Do the absolute worst that you can. And just find a way to win the game. That's it. Like... surprised by that she'd say something so disgusting and terrible, but look at all the other stuff she's done. I mean, which we'll get to it, but even just off the stuff off the top of my head of which I've heard, like doxing Jack's films because he stood up to her. She's a piece of shit. You really shouldn't be surprised at that there's no bounds to people's shit when it comes to being a piece of shit. Especially in a world where you are benefited for being a piece of shit. She has content for bringing this stuff up. She reaffirms her own feelings in her own place in the hierarchy by doing these things, by targeting the harassment of her fans at this person who's trying to point out that she's, crappy. Now, even so, if he doesn't do it well, and even regardless of whether or not he's making valid or invalid points, it's like it doesn't matter. People are gonna follow the stuff that they're told. Based on their feelings. That's it.
Later on, Sniper Wolf herself would go on to say he was
Let's get the bread.
Not on the registry anymore, but his name had been there when she'd originally looked him up 2 to 3 years prior to this.
We already moved this. I didn't make this point, but it's funny how she's saying that. Earlier in the doc wasn't Turkey Tam. He was kind of just saying she was also, there was a record, but there was an actual, I guess, trial or something. It didn't go anywhere. If we're using her logic, which, I mean, why would you? You'd kind of just use whatever logic best benefits your emotional state, which is what she's doing, and what a lot of her fans do. Because it's feelings, right? You just fall in emotion. You could make the art, it's like, okay, you pointing that out, you can't find it anywhere. If that doesn't apply to you, then that wouldn't apply to this other guy as well. If your charges didn't go anywhere for you, and that's the case for this guy, we're using that same exact argument, and it doesn't work from where we're coming from her perspective. I do like Turkey Tom, what I do like about your documentaries is you're not entirely unbiased. You actually do have a bit of a spine. I don't like say bit of a... You have a spine. You don't have all the necessary information to come to a legitimate, valid conclusion that you could, settle on. So instead, you just deduce based on the information that you came across for both these people. Instead of just be like, there's not enough to... You do say, I don't want to touch it because it's kind of a hot thing. But from what I gather, there isn't enough for these claims to be, substantiated. Is that am I using that word right? Provide evidence. Yeah. Okay. Which is good. I like that. I don't know. To me, that spells a degree of conviction on your part, Turkey Tom, which is good. I think in order to be critical, you kind of need to... Someone like Keemstar presents the news as if it's like somewhat unbiased, but no, he's a disgusting person. But it's like, it's kind of impossible to report on these types of things without having some degree of bias. But you're both at least acknowledging it, and acknowledging how you have a bias and you've only come across so much that gives you so much information to be able to come to enough of a degree of a, not really conclusion, but yeah, I guess conclusion, right? Because once you run out of information, not enough to get where you to a legitimate, concrete conclusion, you're sort of just saying, okay, this is where I'm landing based on the things that I've come across, which is good. And everyone should definitely do that. That's how it should work. So yes. Okay. It's like the FBI or something.
Now, it should be noted there is a chance Sniper Wolf isn't lying. Maybe she really did see him listed on the registry. Given the severity of the situation, I'd rather not cast any judgment because I can't seem to find any record of this guy. I can't seem to find any charges. I can't seem to find any criminal history whatsoever. So I'm inclined to believe that Enigma Hood may be telling the truth, but at the same time, it seems so insane to me that Sniper Wolf would just bold-faced lie about something that's so easy to fact-check right away.
Did I address that argument? Is it insane? I mean, it is insane through an ethical, like... If you're a little bit naive, it's insane. And it is insane through, like, an intelligent, logical perspective, which is where you're coming from, Turkey Tom. It's not so hard to understand when you look at people and you look at human behavior. How is it so insane that a bad person would lie about something and wouldn't look into anything to back up their lies? They can kind of just tell people stuff. Because they know that whatever they tell people is going to hold way more weight than the actual facts or evidence. And even if they do come across facts and evidence, it's like people are going to morph that in a way to validate their feelings. That's that.
It's my belief that for some reason or another, she probably did believe he was on the registry at some point. While there had been a few videos made in defense of Enigma Hood, they were by and large a blip on the radar. For the most part, people were siding with Sniper Wolf, and there was no real measurable impact on her videos at all.
Of course, people... Ah! Remember, it doesn't matter... Okay, I don't know if I've said this before. It doesn't matter what the truth is. What matters more so is what people believe to be true, because that's the thing that's enforceable. If you go back to the disgusting Salem witch trials, right? You have some lady in her house cooking a cauldron, some guy comes along, oh crap, I think that you're a witch. Whatever motivation I have for me to say this to other people, and then, boom, they come in and rip you out of your house, do a trial surrounded by a bunch of disgusting, delusional animals, and they all sort of build their own ideas as to what you are.
Ooh, kill him! Ooh, kill him!
No, what you actually are has no bearing on anything, has no bearing on how people are going to react. It's just, people are going to go with what the general decree is, and they're going to follow through with that, and they're going to enforce it, right, in the case of those women. Or, I don't know if it was I don't know if it was exclusively women. The point of this is, they all believed it, and they went to an extent of enforcing it to the point where you're dead now, right? You're in that position, people are throwing these ideas at you, there's nothing you could do other than fight to the death.
Fire it up, boys!
Otherwise, you're gonna get dragged into a lake. Oh, if you drown, you're a person. If you float, we'll set you on fire. It's like you lose. And there's nothing you can do. It's just because, and that's the result of that. All of that is happening because you're just surrounded by a bunch of crappy humans, crappy delusional humans who believe something in a certain time, and enough of them believe it to get together and demolish you. Look up Emmett Till.
Emmett Till was a 14-year-old boy who was abducted, badly beaten, and killed in Mississippi in August of 1955. While Till was in Mississippi, he was accused of whistling at a white woman. The woman told her husband Roy Bryant, who was enraged. Roy and his half-brother J.W. went looking for Till. Till's body was found 3 days later in the Tallahatchie River. Roy and J.W. stood trial for murder, but were found not guilty. A year later, the two men confessed to a magazine that they killed Emmett, but the case wasn't reopened. Decades later, Roy's wife admitted that Emmett never harassed her in the first place.
I see that instance as a perfect reflection of America's priorities. It's disgusting. And that plays into what we were talking about. It's like Sniper Wolf, she has enough people who she makes feel a certain way, and they're just going to do what she tells them. They're going to take her word by gospel because of the feelings that she elicits from them.
In the end, Enigma Hood attempted to sue Sniper Wolf for defamation. He even tried to sue Google and her network, Fullscreen, as well as her boyfriend, Evan Young. There are a lot of interesting aspects of this lawsuit, such as that no lawyer is listed, meaning that Enigma Hood wrote this all and filed it himself, and probably planned on representing himself in court.
And that makes it harder too. Especially when the person who's... Even if this person is making valid claims, it's like, I don't know if they quite possess the degree of competency to really combat something like that. It's like, what are you doing? You're trying to play into the court systems without having any... It's a game, dude. You gotta know how the rules work. The laws aren't designed for what's right and wrong. They're just designed based on whoever's in power, wherever, whenever, and what it is that they prioritize in life. It's not about proving, or it's about convincing.
Objection! Objection! Hold it! Objection! Hold it!
Okay, interesting, and that is a fair reason to file a lawsuit, maybe? Just defamation? I guess it's a question of what the extent of damage occurred within your life as a result. Whatever! Oh, although I was gonna just move on from that, but there's a whole segment to this, so we're gonna get through this.
Meaning that Enigma Hood wrote this all and filed it himself, and probably planned on representing himself in court. What's also curious is that this lawsuit is 5 pages long, which is the shortest lawsuit I've ever read. His main issue in this complaint is with being referred to as a registered sex offender.
I am a registered sex offender. I stuck my dick into a blender. Your mom is a transgender.
He blames YouTube themselves for not taking down the videos, as he reported them for harassment and bullying, and he also goes after Leah for filing DMCA takedowns on his content. It's bizarre to me that Sniper Wolf would say what she said about him with such confidence, and it leads me to believe she actually does believe that he's some kind of offender, but I just, literally can't find it anywhere. I have no idea where this comes from.
So that was a fucking lie.
Of course, dude, it's up here. That's where it comes from. Is it really hard to believe that this person tells that, that's not so outlandish, dude, given how crappy of a person Sniper Wolf is.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's react to these funny clips you sent me. I loved the part where the waffle fell over. Let's move on to the next clip.
Oh shit, fart on my roommate's door, ha.
Did you see it? On the left side of the doorframe, barely visible on camera, a white translucent mist-like cloak slowly creeps into frame.
Yeah, editing that is just doing that to myself. I don't know. Bit naive. Turn on the news.
Why is there so many cables?
It's not so hard to believe this stuff. And it's not just the thing that is so crappy, like crappy people being crappy and being crappy to each other and just being awful, that in itself evokes anger. It's also other people's reaction to it. They're just surprised. Almost as if oh, it's unfathomable that people are just it's because I see this as typical behavior, scumbag behavior. So when you see a scumbag scumbagging, it's am I surprised? I feel like not being surprised and sort of anticipating it allows you to react a little bit better to it. It isn't clearly the stuff isn't underneath Sniper Wolf, so when they do stuff that's even lower, it's
Yes! Let it fly high, baby! USA! USA! You know, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think this guy has the same mindset that I do.
Obviously, yeah. And the Nazi flag.
Whoa! No! No! No!
When the lawsuit was actually filed, parties involved filed to dismiss it. Meaning, in order for the lawsuit to continue, Enigma Hood had to satisfy a 3-pronged effects test to contest the motion to dismiss based on the lack of personal jurisdiction. He was able to prove the first two, as in his eyes, Sniper Wolf had intentionally defamed him, and he had been the most impacted in New Jersey, which is his state of residence. But he also had to prove that Sniper Wolf had deliberately targeted his home state, which he was unable to. The lawsuit was dismissed in 2017 without prejudice, meaning he theoretically could try to sue again if he wanted to. So far, though, no further attempts have been made, although Enigma Hood did send a letter to the court discussing suing again because he believes that the judge he had on the case should have recused himself.
Recused himself? Oh yeah. I mean, even if you're right about that, it's like, remember, it's a game. Courts or it's a system, for the most part, that's designed to siphon people's lives from them. Swoop a bunch of poor people up who can't really defend themselves and don't have the resources, and then give them like this false notion of having that support, and then sort of damning them to improper representation. It's a rich person's world. Remember, the laws are designed to reinforce that. So that's why it's like, you try to go out of your way to file a lawsuit or something, it's like, you need like money, because it's about paying other people so that they could represent your interests in an intrinsically self-interested environment, right? Where the only interest that environment has is how much money it can take from you.
And this is where things get even more interesting. This was due to an expose which showed that 131 federal judges broke the law by hearing cases where they may have had a financial interest.
Shocker! Who would have known? Who would have... Humans that just make up stuff and they're just crappy to each other and take advantage. Who? I didn't know that. To me, that's just crazy. That's insane. Humans? No. We're awesome. Look at this montage. Look. Dude, look at that guy. Dude, he did a backflip. Dude, look how athletic we are. Humans are awesome. Everything is awesome. That's also part of the delusion, right? It's like people, to counter the delusions of the evil people, I guess everyone else, all the people who aren't as crappy, they kind of just delude themselves with that as well. So, might as well, as everyone else double down on the fucking delusions, might as well give it a little bit of deluded. Get a little bit of deluded in.
A little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary in the sun, a little bit of Jessica in the sun, a little bit of Tina in the sun.
Did a little deluded in. Oh, who? Man, that sucks.
In Enigma's case, Judge Brian Martinotti handled 44 cases involving companies he had invested in, one of which being Enigma's case, as the judge owned stock in Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google, which owns YouTube. Specifically, the judge owned between $15,000 and $50,000 of Alphabet stock. Enigma himself is quoted in the Wall Street Journal, funnily enough, saying, "I would like my case to be reopened, as Judge Brian R. Martinotti was unfairly biased and should have recused himself from my case."
Wait, you imply... he has the jurisdiction to be the one that determines whether or not he takes a case? I don't know too much about all that stuff, and I really don't want to get into that crap because it's just... So it's like, just make money so you can bypass all that. Make a bunch of money. Only focus on how much you can make. And everything else will come as a result. God. Oh. Man. That's bad. That's worse than both Sniper Wolf and this guy. You know, Sniper Wolf is bad. That judge, evil. Like, Sniper Wolf's just a piece of crap who's gotten to a position where they can just live the life they want to and damage who they want to based on what they feel. The other guy? Oh, man, a judge actively pining to reinforce the elite supremacist status quo because he's part of the demographic that's directly benefited from doing that? Oh, man. Oh, whoo, sheesh. That's really bad. Out of everyone that's documented that, that's fucking terrible, dude.
It's time for us to talk about Sniper Wolf's boyfriend, or maybe husband, Evan Young, better known online as Sausage.
Everybody say sausage, keep it going. Hey, spanking grit. Sausage. I'm a skinny bitch when I take that. Sausage. Got a fat ass and I still take sausage. Got a flat ass but I still take sausage. Wake up in the morning and I eat that sausage. I'm 13 but I still take sausage.
Sausage! Haha.
Evan boasts a YouTube channel of...
It's my boy Sausage! Dude, around here, he's known as Glizzy.
I bet they won't have... Wow, they have it! Glizzy!
466,000 subscribers, of which we can assume most are due to Sniper Wolf, as all of the most popular videos on his channel are collabs with her. His content is a mix of vlogs, gameplay videos, as well as videos documenting his weight loss journey. Due to his incredibly inconsistent upload schedule, he may sometimes take months, if not years, to actually release a video. Because of that, his YouTube channel has been inactive since 2019, and his Twitter since late 2018. Throughout the years, he's always played a background role to Sniper Wolf, never even approaching her level of popularity. Often, Sniper Wolf would mention in her videos how Sausage had been helping her with video production, but she never went into much detail on the topic. There were many allegations about his real role, as we've discussed previously, and while some of it certainly seemed credible, there was nothing that would lead Sniper Wolf to actually admit any of it on camera. The inner workings of the Sniper Wolf operation were mostly kept secret. On the 25th of May 2016, Sniper Wolf released a video simply titled, "We Broke Up."
Look at that. Did he sign off on that thumbnail? He wasn't the one who made it. Probably outsourced it. But... like, she's huge on, like, making other people, propping herself up by making other people look really bad. No degree of accountability. Is delusional, believes that everything that anyone else does, or anything that anyone else does to make them feel a certain way is entirely on them. They're going to use as much as they can to manipulate, to get as many people on their side, to make the other people look, to tear the other people down. This is a bad person.
The video, for the most part, focuses on her own mental state, how she was handling the breakup, as well as expressing hope they would simply get back together. The video garnered a lot of attention, getting over 2 million views in just a week, with an outpouring of support from her fan base.
Let's read some of these dumbass comments. I'm so happy you're able to talk about this stuff. I hope everything is okay. We all love you. Oh, God. Don't you know that all of us have your back always?
Queen, slay! Slay! Slay!
Scared at night by yourself? Say no more. I'm on the first flight. 2,000 likes. Man, this species, man. And they turn violent and, like, chaotic if, like, you try to, like... Well, I understand, right? We're a delusional, mindless species, and we feel things, and we're in a reality that doesn't care about our feelings. So we're going to act in ways that reaffirms it within our environment.
How the fuck do you mess up a goddamn sandwich? There is nothing on this motherfucking sandwich. How do you mess up a McChicken?
If you believe that there's a God and you really want that to be, well, I mean, most people believe in, like, they need the people around them to some degree also to believe in that stuff.
Hey there, brother. Do you have time to talk about Jesus Christ today? Oh, you're dead? Oh, okay. Well, you have yourself a blessed day.
Okay, you too.
They're going to work in ways to try to reaffirm that, depending on time and place, where and when you are, who and what. The severity of the actions and the extent of which they go to do that really just depends. So if you're living at a time when you're surrounded by a bunch of disgusting zealots, and they're just like, damn, you don't agree? I guess we'll have to kill you in a violent manner.
Even if they do say Jehovah.
What then? Yeah, you just can't be surrounded by people like this, but that's the thing. It's like everywhere you go, there's people like this everywhere. On the street corners, every place you walk into, while you're driving past people in your disgusting infrastructure and your cars and crap. Sitting at a goddamn, red light, oh, green light, time to go in a straight line, drive, oh, I'm running out of gas, time for me to pull over and give more money to the people who enforce this as my only means of transportation in most places all throughout this country. Crash into the wrong person, you careen accidentally into one of these, one person who believes that they have enough of an emotional vindication to follow through with their aggression because of the way that you made them feel.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Get in your car, dude. Get in your car! I'm in my car. That's fair. That's fair. Can you get in your car? No.
Not to say that if somebody makes you feel a certain way that's just incorrect, right? It's just about whether or not it's valid, whether or not the way you're made to feel is valid. So if you're a piece of crap like Sniper Wolf, if you're a piece of crap like her, and somebody points out that you're a piece of crap and makes you feel bad and then you retaliate, it's like, alright, your feelings aren't valid. If somebody comes out of their way, they attack you, and you didn't necessarily do anything legitimately worthy of said attack, then it's like, alright. But remember, the confines and the specifics and the nuances, how people define everything, all of those things, the things that they do wrong, the things that other people do wrong, the ways that they feel, whether or not those things are valid, how they react to that, other people react to that. It's all just crap that people make up. So at every single point of the sequence of an emotion coming to fruition and people reacting to it and things happening, at every step of the way, people would just make up stuff. Or there is so much of a margin for people to just make up stuff, right? Why would you not? Like, the very reason as to why, like, it's about your feelings. The very reason as to why you're reacting this way is because of the feelings, and however which way you react is based on the individual, and I guess just how they've built their degree of emotional competency in life. But that's the thing, it's like, for the most part, it's incompetence. It's delusion. It's made up bullcrap. Bullcrap.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy.
Which is very scary, dude. That's why you gotta equip yourself so that you can deal with this once you run into it, because you're going to run into it time and time again. People are very stupid. And they're mindless animals that just make up stuff and destroy each other so that that stuff can be more real to them.
And now he's videotaping me.
Because this is unlawful.
Ma'am, he's running me over.
No, I'm not.
Ma'am, hurry, please, hurry. Mike! Mike! Mike!
And besides anyone who may have thought they'd actually been married the whole time, nobody really seemed to be questioning this breakup. However, things would quickly get more complicated when she would release a video titled "We Got Back Together" on the 9th of June, only 2 weeks later. The video showed Sniper Wolf traveling to meet Sausage in Vegas, with the rest of it more or less becoming a vlog documenting what they had done throughout the day, including a limo drive and a fancy dinner. This video was met with mixed responses, as people in the comments began accusing Sniper Wolf of creating fake drama for attention.
Yeah, and they only pick up on the stuff that's immediate to them. They don't care about all that. They probably don't even know about all the other stuff, right? And also, that's not really that crazy of a like-to-dislike ratio. A large majority of our fan base didn't give a shit. I'm so happy they got it back together and they're true. Like, oh man. The standard of your average person's level of emotional competency and intellect is very low, on average. I mean, the fact that someone like Sniper Wolf has as much as she has, being who she is, that's a perfect reflection of the species and its priorities and what we do in our nature.
While it's not quite clear just how many of these comments were levying this accusation, the video would get 10,000 dislikes, and it seemed the backlash was bad enough to where Sniper Wolf felt she needed to actually respond to it in the comment section.
That's funny. That's bad backlash to you, and you were still incentivized to react to it. Work this vlog. Let me know if you enjoy the vlogs a lot. Don't believe everything you read without thinking. People are saying that we break up and back to the... Yeah, it is. Irony out the ass. You're accusing somebody else of being a sex offender because they pointed out that you're a piece of shit. It's problems. This person's a grown-ass adult, but I'm guessing they never got past middle school age in terms of emotional maturity.
This was all fake for drama and attention, etc., as none of it is true, and it's just people commenting shit they pulled out of their... Smiley face.
They pulled out of their ass. Really? You know a lot about that, don't you? That's funny.
My diagnosis?
You're insane!
Here's where things start to get interesting. This is Cults. Looking at his channel today, all you're gonna get is like SoundCloud rap and some redirects to his other social media, with no hint of there ever being any other content on this channel. However, once upon a time, this channel was called Herotic. Herotic was a fairly small commentary channel, being quite similar in style to other people like Elvis the Alien or I'm Alex, who were around during that time, with the main exception being that he used a camera instead of CSGO Surf gameplay. While small, he got commendable views on his videos, and for all intents and purposes, it was clear that YouTube was a viable career path for him at that time. In early June 2016, shortly after Sniper Wolf had put out her "We Got Back Together" video, Herotic released a video called Sniper Wolf the Manipulator, in which he revealed a deed to Sniper Wolf's house, which explicitly stated that Sausage and Sniper Wolf were in fact married, as well as providing a critique of Sniper Wolf's content.
Sorry, well, there's two different people. There's another guy that's criticizing her. Unfortunately, people are a little bit more responsive to this, but I guess we'll get back to the SoundCloud rapper in a bit. I don't know.
And her supposed stirring of drama. According to later comments, the video had done quite well, getting 100,000 views over the course of its lifetime, which was higher than Herotic's usual view count. The overall reception was warm. The video had been discussed in a news report by Scarce.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here.
Oh yeah, Scarce.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, guys?
What is up, guys? Scarce here.
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here.
In it, Scarce showed a screenshot from the video of the legal deed mentioned earlier, which allegedly stated that Evan and Leah are legally husband and wife. But I'm being deliberate with my wording here because the section of the video in which Scarce discussed the Sniper Wolf drama has been entirely cut out, and the only sign it was ever there is his pinned comment under the video, in which he states that the Sniper Wolf section starts 15 seconds in. Luckily, Wayback Machine is our friend, and when you search that video on this website, you'll find the original in its untampered form. The following day, Scarce put out a video where he talked about why he had removed the clip in the first place. He revealed that Sniper Wolf had actually messaged him on Twitter and effectively threatened to sue him, even mentioning she contacted his network full screen.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
What kind of cheap shot, Joel?
I'm suing, I'm on it.
While he was saying that, I knew, oh man, I knew he would be afraid to. The second you bring up a contention about this person, she threatens to sue. And what's crazy is because remember, the law is designed to reinforce these people's behavior if you have money. So that is valid, a valid threat right there. God, it isn't just her, right? It's also the people. The people around her are worse. They're the ones enabling her behavior. Both the people who watch her, the people who... The very fact that this environment was established in a way for her to feel like she can legitimately threaten somebody through legal ramifications. Just because they feel stuff. Just because this person pointed out stuff that this person did that was bad. And to actually have it mean something. Man, whether or not you do or don't care about Scarce, that's not fair to him. That's shitty. That's not fair to any of these people, but that's okay. She's rich and famous, right? So people are gonna... Because we're not evil humans. We're actually awesome. We know exactly what we're doing. We're not bad. That's not a bad thing. That you can just tell yourself what's better or worse. Okay? Ethics is just, you can just make up stuff. Which, I mean, that is true. Like, that's exactly what a lot of these people are doing that we talk about. They just make up stuff. And that's usually what it boils down to at the end of the day. Feelings. I need to make myself feel a certain way.
She contacted his network full screen.
Regardless of the expense that it creates for the people around me, because that doesn't matter. Especially when you're incentivized, right? To bring other people down, it brings you back, it brings you up. All this crap that Sniper Wolf does, it just draws attention. People love it when people are beefing, right?
He revealed that Sniper Wolf had actually messaged him on Twitter and effectively threatened to sue him, even mentioning she contacted his network full screen.
Messaging me privately, and she ended up saying a bunch of stuff like how, you know, she was threatening to, I guess, like take legal action and stuff like that. And to be honest with you guys, I was fucking scared. I was just like, fuck it, I'll just take down the video or cut the part out or whatever.
You were Scarce?
Are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck is this cunt?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here. She also was threatening to contact Fullscreen, which is my network.
In regards to Sniper Wolf's public response, she made a statement on Twitter saying she's not even married and that the realtor had simply made a mistake when writing them down as husband and wife.
Wait, but Scarce, in your reaction, what if you contact Fullscreen first? What if you're just like, hey, this is what this motherfucker's trying to do? I wonder what their reaction.
I don't give a shit!
Funny enough, actually, bring you back to the past, I was partnered with Fullscreen. Back in like 2014 on a different channel I made. Some games and stuff. I can't really say if I've had, that's my personal, they didn't, when I requested a payout from them that I didn't really receive, they sent it without any problems. It's been my experience with Fullscreen. So I mean, okay. I guess given how everything is, given how crappy this person is and there's nothing you can do about it, the only thing you can do is just try to react accordingly. So in Scarce's scenario, damn it.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Hey, what's up guys? It's
Brittany, bitch.
Scarce's scenario.
The scenario reminds me of this popular meme.
He could have brought it up to somebody who she's threatening to go to. Like, hey, do you see what's going on? Look at this video. Look at this person's doing. I wonder what they'd say. Now, that has nothing to do with the lawsuit. You can't like go to the government and be like, hey, look what this person doing, because it's designed to make it so that is very difficult and inconvenient and siphons money from you. But something like Fullscreen, like that should be a little bit more accessible for somebody in Scarce's position. This is Sniper Wolf to Scarce's position.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Hey, what's up guys? It's
In regards to Sniper Wolf's public response, she made a statement on Twitter saying she's not even married and that the realtor had simply made a mistake when writing them down as husband and wife. She did confirm that the deed was real, although the tweet responses seemed to be largely positive, basically accusing Herotic of being a liar.
If I was married, of course I'd tell everyone lol. Yeah, super trustworthy.
Sources. Dude, trust me. Citation 1, it is known. Citation 2, it is known. Citation 3, it is known. And Citation 4, it is known. Footnote 1. This was once revealed to me in a dream.
She just says stuff, and then what? She expects people to believe it, and she's not wrong for expecting that. Look at the comments, look at the crap people are saying about her in her videos, look at the support she has. Why would she? Her delusions are directly reinforced. Why would she not? It's other people that give her these crappy, disgusting standards that they conduct themselves based on.
Herotic himself would go on to make a video in response to Sniper Wolf. In it, he expressed annoyance at Sniper Wolf's petty ways of avoiding this drama. He also addressed her Twitter response, arguing that the point she's making is tantamount to impossible, given the importance of a couple's status on a real estate deed. He also alluded to having seen Sniper Wolf and Sausage's marriage certificate, although he flaked on actually showing any sort of proof to that effect, eventually concluding that he would rather leave the drama be. For a while, it seemed this would be the end of it. Herotic had expressed he wouldn't address it anymore and that he'd been willing to let go of it, and for the most part, it didn't seem to be impacting Sniper Wolf's content much, at least not to any substantial degree. But then, around 2 weeks later, she decided to strike the video, claiming the reason behind it was the photo Herotic had used as the thumbnail. Herotic quickly responded, where he attacked her for her actions. He spends a lot of the video's runtime discussing what had happened and going over the contents of the video that had been taken down, while continuing to make the argument that Sniper Wolf had in fact been married to Sausage. He also showed clips from other Scarce videos, one of which included a DM from Sniper Wolf in which she told Scarce that the video had been taken down, and on top of that, Leah claimed that the video itself was putting her life in danger, which Herotic dismissed wholesale.
That's crazy. Victim all the fucking way. And she will use that because it's very powerful. It works. It works on people.
It's really him. It's really him.
You're a victim.
I'm clearly a victim of society.
Oh, fuck. The same way, you know, trying to elicit sympathy, playing on people's sense of being good. Because people aren't good. They're bad. All you gotta do to control them is just acquire some influence or degree of influence over the way that they feel. And if you play on people's primitive urges, you can get them to do whatever you want. And that's exactly what she like, there's constant justification after justification for them being a piece of shit that they always have. They can just say stuff that can absolve themselves emotionally. It's life is a tragedy, man. This person is very successful, and like, what? There was only some degree of backlash after they went after somebody who was almost as, not even really as large, but she's picking on people who are very small. Because she can, right? That's how it works. That's how the world works. That's how this disgusting species operates. It's hierarchy. It's domination.
Want to be dominated? We'll dominate you. We'll ask you to be gentle.
It's you get ahead by destroying the people around you and hoarding resources. That's what you do. That sucks, man.
In the end, this saga didn't really have that much effect on her. She herself never made a video addressing it, and YouTubers like Scarce were unwilling to strongly speak out against her.
Granted, Scarce is a little bit of scaredy baby. He seems to not be the most confident in himself.
I'm gay.
I'm a lesbian.
I am actually pansexual.
I am transgender.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce.
What is up, guys? Scarce here.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here. Now, I can't clown on him too hard, right? Because there is legitimate legal ramifications. Remember, corruption, bad people. So you have a reason to be like a little worried there, because people suck. So I can totally believe, you know, sympathize, empathize with you being like, okay, I'm staying away from that. Understandable. So I mean, it's just jokes. Scarce the boo.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here.
Honestly, probably partially due to the fact that at the time, this was an unfair invasion into her privacy, you know? Nobody really needed to know whether she was married or not. And thankfully, she had enough support that she didn't really suffer any lasting damage from it. Again, the most ardent people opposing her were small YouTubers, such as the eponymous Truth Revealed. However, if for nothing else, her abuse of copyright was now shown to a larger audience. As for her drama with Sausage, the supposed marriage was never really brought back up on her channel. And for the next few months, they would allegedly break up and get back together multiple times. This coincided with both of them getting arrested on the 12th of August 2016 for disorderly conduct after having an alleged screaming match in their apartment.
You got the most, like, physical face I have ever seen in my life. Like, your face strong as fuck. Ah! Man, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Man, I'm finna... Ah! Ah! Ah!
Ah! Hypergamy. People would probably look at Sausage and be like, he looks like a sausage. Why is she with him? Why isn't she, That's the thing. It's not... A lot of things play into hypergamy. That's why you see people like Bezos getting cucked. Because it's like, it's not just your status. It's not just your wealth. It's not just... It's emotion. It's curating people's emotions. It's making them feel a certain way. It's playing on their primitive biology. Sausage makes her feel pretty glizzy on the inside.
To the streets. Hey, yo!
Hey, yo! Like, he does something for her emotionally. Clearly, it's very toxic because she's a crappy person, right? And they're both probably really not very good people. But, like, that's the reason for that. Like, why are you still with us? Why do you keep breaking up? Why is there so much toxicity? It's like, it's just emotions. And I've noticed when it comes to female hypergamy, like, it's you kind of just, it's a game, like with everything else, right? You just got to learn how to understand it, and then you got to learn how to manipulate. You got to learn how to, like I said, curate people's emotions in an incredibly unpredictable and volatile fashion. You have to make people feel bipolar if you want them to love you. From what I've seen, and how everyone, and all the people around me, from the personal experiences I've had, from the everything I encounter, it's just feelings. Yeah, that's why you're always getting abusive relationships. That's why people stay together for years, back years. That's why people are always complaining about their significant others. Oh, this person does this and that and this, and it annoys me. It's like, all right, but you're still consider them to be your partner. That's your fault. Like, you just didn't learn how to tame your primitive biology, and as a result, you now have these major fluctuations of your emotions based on how another person, based on another person, right? What they do to me, how they make you feel, all stuff, crap like that. Screenshot. Ooh. She seems pretty proud of herself. And that looks like a person. That looks like the mugshot of a person who knows they have money and can do what they like.
While these videos had a larger number of dislikes than usual, they were all very successful, meaning if the drama with Sausage was just a way to gain views, it worked.
Here comes the money!
Hello peasants, today I'll be showing you my $10 million house. Starting off with the door here, which is 9 feet tall, and it's made of bulletproof glass to protect me from all the simps like you.
Oh no! However, whatever issues they may have had seemed to die down towards the tail end of 2016, and she would no longer discuss their relationship in such a manner. As for Herotic, he would continue uploading commentary-style content for the next few years, until around 2021 when he rebranded his channel to making music or whatever.
Okay, never mind. I was wrong. I just made, yeah. Given I was wrong about that, what does it say about the stuff I said about hypergamy? I think that stuff's valid, but I made a snap judgment based on, because he looks a bit like a fuckboy.
I'm supposed to be the fastest, but I was too slow to save my buddy.
Better luck next time, fuckboy.
He looks like G-Eazy if G was difficult.
You know, this isn't like, this is my livelihood.
Interesting. In the flesh.
Every time I walk in this building, man, I kind of get chills.
I hear that guy's also kind of a scumbag, but I mean, come on, it makes sense. Apparently he why do I know that? It's just funny. Like here, I guess I look for that kind of stuff because it reaffirms my ideas towards people. So he was with Halsey or somebody, their music, and for some reason when I came across their music organically, I then stumbled across the information pertaining to their lives. Hopefully that's just a coincidence. That's technology's watching us and they learn and they try to upsell you crap. But point is, yeah, he cheated on her and they went on like stage and performed and she was like really angry at him while performing and he was just being a greasy easy.
You can confide in me, there's nothing hard enough.
G stands for greasy, because he's very greasy. But it's just funny. I don't feel bad for Halsey in that particular scenario. It's like you chose him. Despite having an immense degree of optionality with no effort, and you go with that. Hypergamy. He just makes it feel a certain way. But when you look at something like G-Eazy, it's like, all right, it's easier for me to understand why this person makes it, because, you know, rich, famous, yada yada, the standard crap. Something like Sausage, when it comes to Cypher Wolf, he looks kind of like a sausage. You got a little extra meat on his loins. But clearly, I mean, he's doing something to make her feel a certain way.
On February 10th, 2017, when the game Overwatch was reaching the height of its popularity and entered its 3rd season, Sniper Wolf made a video titled Overwatch: The Journey to 500. In which she claimed to have reached the top 500 Overwatch players list, giving the viewers a basic guideline she claimed to have followed and gameplay footage to demonstrate how she got there.
Dude, she's a gamer. She deserves all that class. She's a fucking gamer, man. Oh, man. Oh, wow.
If she truly wanted to talk with me, she could have done so through many other means. But there's one thing you don't do. You do not show up at someone's house.
Goddess. Queen, yes.
Now, you've already watched this far into the video, so I'm sure you're counting yourself among the many people who found this record a tad dubious. You wouldn't be the only one, as people online back in 2017 were quick to cast doubt on this supposed achievement. Enter SylvieBot. In 2017, she was a commentary YouTuber.
Dude, Sniper Wolf, get her. Get SylvieBot. She's probably gonna say something that doesn't make you feel very good. Dude, DMCA, dude, lawsuit, get her. Am I right? God. And her fans. I mean, I was speaking, verbatim, might as well just rip from the dialogue of her fans, huh? Only that's a little bit too self-aware there.
With a couple of videos under her belt and a generally favorable view among the community, thanks to her likable personality and above-standard effort put into each video. On February 11th, only a day after Sniper Wolf had released her video, SylvieBot posted a response to it. In this near half-hour-long video, she made the claim that Sniper Wolf had been boosted to her position with the help of her friends, who were top 500. And more importantly, Sausage, who was also in the top 500 at the time. She showed how Sniper Wolf would only ever play the character Lucio when she was around these much better players, which is primarily a support character. And she made the argument that playing support was the easiest way for her profile to be boosted to such a level. The video ended up becoming the most popular on her channel at the time, only later being beaten by her video on Daddy05, accruing over 1.5 million views in its lifetime. And though it was controversial, it maintained a healthy like to dislike ratio. And given the rumors about Sniper Wolf faking her gameplay with the help of her partner, Sausage, people who already disliked Sniper Wolf were clearly willing to believe it.
Yes. And it's good that you stated it that way. The people who dislike Sniper Wolf. Everyone else, people who are indifferent, they don't care. The people who like Sniper Wolf, rabid animals. And that audience just keeps growing, huh? Like people are still coming across people, or her, watching, consuming her bullshit. Gonna continue, gonna support her. So, it's just a combat, it's a war of the lemmings, essentially. That's what it usually comes to.
Oh, butterfly.
Giants and
Are you
wall breakers.
kidding me, dude?
Great.
Giants and wall breakers. Oh my god! Shoot him! Shoot faster! What the heck? Oh shit! I think we might win! Oh my god!
Whenever there's a conflict between international borders of YouTubers.
And honestly, the video itself is pretty convincing. As for Sniper Wolf herself, the SylvieBot response ended up having quite a bit of impact on the original video, which had his dislikes turned off altogether, implying it had been review bombed in the aftermath. She also left a comment on it and pinned it, saying that a certain YouTuber had maliciously tried to deceive her fans and took things out of context, and she went out of her way to emphasize that she had in fact achieved the milestone all by herself. On the 24th of February, SylvieBot would then release a response video to that comment, where she defended herself in great detail, deflecting the personal attacks and mostly focusing on correcting the misconceptions that Sniper Wolf had pushed. SylvieBot provided even more evidence to support the claim that Sniper Wolf had been boosted, focusing on streams made by Nex, which she had brought up as a point of evidence in the prior video.
Well, I guess that's some type of silver lining there. If you get enough people, because they just need enough lemmings to like corral together and then come and hit you with the force. But if there's enough people on the other side, that gives you enough of a platform to prop yourself up without taking too much damage. There are ways to combat the evil, and I feel, and we should probably be focusing on that type of stuff because of how pervasive the evil is, and there's not really much that you can do. All you can do is just react to it and try to retaliate in accordance to it. And yes, you have to retaliate. Her making a video, SylvieBot, like, you gotta address it. People are gonna constantly impose their inferiorities onto you, and you gotta deal with that, unfortunately. Otherwise, they're gonna make your life much more difficult, because people suck.
She highlighted how all of these streams were now deleted, and how there was no way to prove her claims had been out of context, and she provided an overview of Sniper Wolf's stats directly after her original Journey to 500 video. Outside of YouTube, there was moderate buzz generated on Twitter, with a couple hundred tweets referencing the SylvieBot video. There were also threads popping up on GameFAQs questioning Sniper Wolf's top 500 record, which also ended up using the SylvieBot video as proof. But once again, in the end, there didn't seem to be any fundamental impact on Sniper Wolf's channel or reputation, at least with her following.
No. I think when you get to that point, you're a little bit in too deep. It's like the sausage crap, right?
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. Buttered sausage.
She clearly finds him to be important. She's probably going to put up with a lot of whatever it is that happens. I don't know what happens between them. I can't really speak on that. But let's just say that's not the best of stuff, especially if they've been caught fighting, right? Getting arrested for that. Like, it's the feeling. The feeling's there. It doesn't just go away by itself. I got a feeling. Some stuff needs to motivate that. But even so, people usually are going to hold on to that type of stuff. So, as much as sausage is to Sniper Wolf, what Sniper Wolf is to our audience, I guess. You know that. Yeah.
Her videos were not impacted at all, getting a regular amount of views and dislikes compared to the rest of her content at the time, with only a slight bump on this video.
Also, guys, don't, like, when you dislike a video, it just increases engagement. It helps. It helps the video. Whether you leave a comment, whether you like or dislike, whether you share it, all that. It's the views that matter. That's the thing that gets monetized. It's how long people watch for. It's the frequency of people coming to visit your stuff. So how many, you know, the amount of ads that can be overlaid over your videos and the sponsorships that you have, all that stuff. Well, sponsorships you get paid before you even send the video out. But ads, every view, every tick, everything that can allow a video to get seen more in the algorithm, that's going to benefit the video in the long run, the people who make it.
She never made a response to SylvieBot, and she pretty much went quiet about her Overwatch record until December 2017, when she released a video titled Overwatch I'm Top 500, which is largely composed of clips of her playing the game with facecam. The video did get 8,000 dislikes, but it also got 2 million views.
Yeah, 2 million views. That's thousands and thousands of dollars. In that one video, that's thousands of dollars. Excluding all the other ways that they've monetized it.
On the 25th of July, a much more major drama began brewing when a clip surfaced of her making disparaging remarks toward a fellow YouTuber, Alyssa Violet.
Wait a minute! Who are you? Can I get a Hollywood, can I get the Hoya? Can I get
You may remember Alyssa as being Jake Paul's ex-girlfriend who subsequently dissed him in a track with his brother, Logan.
Uh-oh. You're climbing in profile. Be careful, sis. Your tactics of being a shitter aren't going to be as effective when you're going up against other people who have people behind them that they could just use to...
Hollywood, can I get the Hoya? What the?
She then went on to date FaZe Banks for a few years. Well, in this clip, Sniper Wolf shared her perspective that Alyssa was getting her channel boosted with the help of her boyfriend, while also claiming that she had slept with multiple people in order to pay for her apartment.
You don't have... It's no self-awareness. You did the thing. That's the thing you do. You use your boyfriend to convince people that you're better at the games than you really are, and you just... I guess when it comes to that, when there's constant infraction after infraction, all right, it gets to a point where, like, all right, I can't, the stuff that you say, just in general, like, a major grain of salt. I don't want to just discredit people because, you know, they're a mindless piece of crap. Anyone can be right about things, doesn't matter who you are. You can make an accurate observation, whether you're someone like Sniper Wolf. But it's a major uphill battle when it comes to getting people, like trying to get someone like me to believe this. I mean, granted, it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what, you have numbers, and those people agree with you. That matters. Because that's like the closest thing to your emotions being tangible, let's just say. Other people's reaction to it, other people manifesting their support, this life that you have as a result of their support.
Just everybody to get a free room.
Oh my god.
But she's probably not wrong about the second part. It's coming from you, so it doesn't mean anything, you know?
This is why I hate girls. Everyone a hoe.
I am not doing any hoeing.
I don't even know what hoeing is.
Yeah, well, hoeing. And anyway, you don't need a hoe. There's only one tool you need for gardening. And I've got it.
It's a hammer.
It'll be a hammer. It's not a hammer.
This
is that a hoe?
Is all you.
While the comments seem to be in passing, from Sniper Wolf's perspective, you never know who's going to hear what you have to say, especially when you say it on a channel with millions of subscribers. For this next part, we ought to give you a brief introduction to Banks, Alyssa's boyfriend.
I don't hear all of these people I hear really bad things about all the time. They're all just not good people. So I guess it's fun to see them all tear each other apart, but when you punch down on somebody who's like a better person than you, like the Sylvie bot, that other dude, the Hectic or whatever, that sucks. And it sucks that there's less that those people can do in retaliation to other than just try to defend their case. But people like this, people who are not really good, they'll just do whatever.
You've likely already heard of him, given he's one of the most popular members of FaZe Clan, and at one point he was running one of the biggest channels in the gaming scene. What you may have forgotten by now is that he himself was embroiled in his own personal drama. In mid-2017, Banks was accused of physically assaulting a woman, after which he released a 33-minute video giving an irate defense of his character, during which he exonerated himself in the public eye.
Exonerated himself in the public eye. Now that just means his fan base still supports him. That's what that means. It has nothing to do with whether or not he was actually vindicated in his actions. It's just if he can convince people to like him again, that's it. Emotions!
My emotions! My emotions!
Man.
Banks' immediate response to finding out about the Sniper Wolf video was complete anger. He addressed these comments in a series of tweets, most of which he spent ranting about Sniper Wolf and attacking her character. That's not to say all of the tweets were just fury-induced drivel, as a few contained some rather interesting info, including a screenshot of a conversation with Sniper Wolf back from 2015, where she's seemingly begging to enter FaZe Clan. He also tags another YouTuber, Face Censor, asking him to tell everyone how many times Sniper Wolf begged for his D.
I'm begging.
Well, you can't be surprised. Remember, sounds and thoughts, or the words and thoughts people have, and the actions, they don't collide with each other. It's just they all go in random directions. It's just humans.
And as you can imagine, things really started heating up when people took notice of this tweet and the accusation he was making. Now, if I was Sniper Wolf, I wouldn't have even responded to this. But Sniper Wolf herself decided to respond to these tweets.
Why would you not, though, as Sniper Wolf, respond to that? It's drama, dude. It's free publicity. Stir as much crap as you can if you want to make more money. You're, like, incentivized to do that. Might as well.
Defending herself by saying she would never have even entertained being with anyone from FaZe Clan. She went on to say she had never flirted or slept with any guy to get ahead in life, and that she had gotten to where she was due to her hard work exclusively. Later on, she would also post a twit longer, where she further spoke on the work that she had put in. This was only the beginning of the drama, as FaZe Censor decided to get involved, releasing a video detailing his relationship with Sniper Wolf. In it, he showed a series of disparaging comments that Sniper Wolf had made against FaZe Censor's girlfriend, Yanette Garcia. More pertinently, he shared his interactions with her back in 2015 around the release of a Would You Rather collab video released on the 31st of May. The one he highlighted the most was a text message sent by Sniper Wolf saying she's in an abusive relationship, as well as another message where she calls FaZe Censor cute.
That's funny. That's really fucking funny. And if she's in an abusive relationship, it seems like possibly, maybe. They're probably abusive to each other, given how crappy a person Sniper is. But if they are, I find that hilarious.
I'm feeling crazy crazy, so watch closely as I do something you've never seen me do and may never see me do again! I am a victim of domestic violence!
Now that isolated by itself alone, I don't really find it funny. I just don't have any sympathy for that, but in her case, it's hilarious. And you don't deserve sympathy. So, that's okay.
Strangely, this does coincide with a story from back in 2015, according to which Sniper Wolf's boyfriend/husband Sausage was arrested for domestic violence. There's very little known about this story, although a few days prior, Sniper Wolf did mention that her and Sausage had broken up. There's very little we found regarding this case, and given the sensitivity of the situation, we'd rather not pass judgment for now, as we really have no idea what went down.
Sensitivity. Sensitivity. Come on. Don't. Understanding, yes. Sensitivity, no. You always understand. Sensitivity, that's based on whether or not they deserve that. And this person doesn't. They're a piece of shit. Don't be sensitive with the topics that pertain to them. Screw them.
Regardless, Censor's video ended up being a great success, netting him a tidy 5.3 million views over the course of its lifetime. However, more than just being a paycheck, the video ended up having a knock-on effect on Sniper Wolf, who had never really engaged in drama of this magnitude ever before. YouTube was aflame with reactions, with videos on Drama Alert and Scarce getting millions of views. Notably, the Scarce interview with Censor also claimed that Sniper Wolf was considering suing Censor and casting doubt on the veracity of the text messages he had shared.
He is in the right in the situation. He actually did show real text showing that she was flirting with him, and she's trying to play it off like that didn't happen. And keep in mind, she had a boyfriend at the time while she was flirting with him and talking to him about having an abusive relationship. So this whole situation is kind of sketchy for Sniper Wolf's perspective.
Hey, Scarce, now would be a great time for you to bring up what happened all those years back. You got clout now. You'd be fine. You'd be fine.
The interview by itself was quite interesting, as Censor used it to explain his perspective on the situation between her and Sausage, arguing their relationship was possibly abusive, though not providing any proof beyond the text messages he had previously shown. Eventually, Censor would release a part 2 to his original video. In it, he mainly focused on addressing Sniper Wolf's accusation of faking the screenshots by taking his computer to a Verizon store and retrieving the message logs in real time. About a month later, on the 28th of August, Censor would release another video titled, "Sniper Wolf is threatening to sue me, my response," showing a text conversation between him and Sausage.
Alright, we'll leave it right there for this one. Like, that's endless content. Just threaten to, like, everyone just threatened to kill each other. Just be, and then you could just make content about that.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government.
I'm gonna sue your ass. No, I'm gonna sue your ass. No, I'm gonna leak your DMs. No, I'm gonna dox you. It's a never-ending onslaught. That's what this species is. It's just never-ending onslaught of just people massacring each other all the time. Just mindless, grotesque feelings. Ugh, blah.
About a month later, on the 28th of August, Censor would release another video titled, "Sniper Wolf is threatening to sue me, my response," showing a text conversation between him and Sausage, in which Sausage warns him that Sniper Wolf is considering a lawsuit against Censor. Sausage seems to be trying to scare him into simply backing down, using the threat of the lawsuit to do so. In the end, however, nothing came of that threat, and Sniper Wolf just didn't address it again. She's out, she's done. But the aftermath of this drama was not immediately clear on the surface. Looking at her channel, you would see that her videos were doing just fine, with her daily upload schedule remaining pretty much unchanged.
That's a pretty big point. You just stick to squeeze the algorithm, just keep pumping stuff out, keep it on a schedule, keep getting people, I guess, used to you. In her case, she's been, these are like 8 years ago. Damn, she's consistent, we can say that. She treats it like a full-time job, but cool thing about YouTube is the harder you work, the more stuff you get out, the more you're exponentially rewarded for it. You know, it's all, I guess, just all fluff, right? All this stuff going on between people. It's just, I don't really see there not being some degree of benefit to all this random crap that's going on. Or the stuff that she's doing, right? It's more so she does something and it's poopy, and then other people are like, whoa, that's poopy. And then she's like, hey, yo, don't defend them or yourself or other people or point out anything bad that I do. Because I don't like that.
YouTube. He was harassing me! She doxed my house. YouTube, buddy, come on! Damn you, Jax Films! Damn us both!
So I'll destroy you via lawsuits and DMCA takedowns. Let's see what happens. Damn, that would suck. Please don't do that. I'm totally at the mercy. I'm a tiny little boy. I'm a little boy. My shit would get flipped if that were to happen. Which, you know, you just gotta put stuff out there and then the world will do whatever the hell they do with it. And in Sniper Wolf's case, the stuff that the world did with the stuff that she put out, benefit. Nothing but gain. Nothing but gains.
Harry Spotter, did you skip leg day again?
Every day is arm day, sir.
She never made a video discussing it either, trying to pay as little attention to it as possible. However, the drama did have an effect in that it galvanized the people who had already been opposed to her, creating a much more obvious opposition, something that'll be on display in our next chapter.
I like how you bring that up, actually. In fact, I'm going to Google the term galvanize. I think I know what it means. Pretty sure I know what it means. It's sort of like martyr, like a martyr or something. Like somebody who, or people who can get enough behind a certain idea. Galvanize, shock or excite someone to take it. Yeah. You have to essentially create enough buzz, I guess, around this thing for enough people need to agree upon it for there to be any type of, you know, comeuppance or something to happen as a result. I guess Enigma Hood wasn't the most unfortunate because he came at her the earliest, I guess, in her career, where there was the least amount of buzz. Buh.
Gotta start thinking, B.
Come on, you gotta think big.
Thinking big. Thinking big. Thinking.
Buzz, fuzz, the attention around all their names. So it's sort of like two kids, like, you know, two kids meet in the woods or something. One beats up the other one or something. Nobody's around to be able to do anything about it. Does that analogy work? I hope the sentiment. Well, because it's like, yeah, like it's just like attention and no one's there to help if no one's there to see it. And even if people do see it, it's like enough people have to see it for anyone to want to help or for there to be the right people to be able to help you. All these people who came in afterwards, right? Jack's Films, Herodic, the other guy who were just going over, that guy. They're a little bit more well known and they came in at a little bit later time and brought up all these contentions when they had some degree of an audience and Sniper Wolf had a further degree of an audience. It was less obscure. This stuff was happening more so out in the open, and something came of it. I mean, I don't think anything really substantial came of it, but something or other. I mean, we know now, right? All these years later with this doc from Turkey Time.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. That's right! We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu!
Thank you, by the way, Turkey Time. I like stuff like this. These are informative and helps you a little bit, helps you understand, I guess, a little bit more of the human psyche. Just being able to catalog the sequel to events and what people do to each other. Oh man. Damn, I was hoping I could make the squeaky sound go manual, but nah, that squeaky's, it's not manual. Moving on.
By 2018, Sniper Wolf had slowly stopped releasing gaming content altogether, though whether this is due to the drama it had generated for her is unclear.
Probably wasn't the drama. I mean, maybe. It's, things change, things move forward, the landscape changes, the way that you react to it changes. I'm guessing she saw a very, very, oh my god, extensive monetary opportunity. Look at those goddamn views. Nearly millions per. This person's making probably hundreds of thousands a month.
Sniper Wolf made a lot of money from YouTube last month. YouTube pays around $3 for 1,000 views, and she got over 511 million views from 2 channels. That made her over $1.5 million.
And for what? This?
A few weeks ago, I made a video about YouTuber Sniper Wolf and how she's profited off the works of thousands of other creators by reacting to them in the laziest way possible.
No!
Shaky cam? Oh, your boy's got shaky cam.
What's wrong with you?
Stop yelling. It's kind of unnecessary.
Got their car, their neighbor's car.
Oh, all right. Summarizing, sound effect.
That's a take on the electric Porsche.
Yes! Mr. Beast captions!
Like, what is that? What is that? I can do that. I mean, there's a little bit more to these. You'd think, doesn't matter. But I can do that. Here, watch. Look at that. He fell. He fell and hurt himself. Oh, man. Dude, why would you do something so like, what'd you expect? Gravity, right? Like, gravity just does its thing, and he's jumping down, and it hurts because he fell. Like, that's... Where's my hundreds of thousands of dollars? Okay, there's clearly more to it. It was an evolution. This person was just scooping up audience members as they went along. The more videos that they would make, and oh boy, it's there now, and it's still there, and it's going to remain there for as long as this person continues to like keep working. Yes, this is a form of work, right? Like, people have these weird they want to like quantify these things in ways that give them considerably more merit, when in all reality the only thing that matters is you make money. Say it time and time again. It's the only thing. A job to anyone is like the goal of a job is just to make money. And when people tell you to go out and get a job, they're not telling you to work, they're telling you to go make money. So the work has nothing to do with anything. It's the result of it that people are going to look at and use as a reflection of who you are. It's like art. It's like anything that anyone can get well known for. People are going to deny that of you. They're going to tell you, no, you don't know and you can't know until it's reaffirmed within society, until we all collectively agree upon it. And what's the motivating factor and what causes a collective to agree upon someone's worth?
Money! Money!
It's money. It's the only thing. Any artist, any person you know, the only reason people see them the way that they do is because of like what they've done, the amount of money that they've made as a result. Now, we're talking about these like influencers, these people who are in these specific tiers of society that are known for doing these particular things. It always comes back to money. I know you because of the amount of money you made. Oh, you suck. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Nobody agrees with you. Like, if everyone... Who are you, right? If we get a bunch of idiots to just all come together and just jerk each other off, people are going to look at that and be like, oh, there's probably some merit to that. I mean, how would there not be merit to that? They're all masturbating together. Like, that's the agreement. Like, that clearly means something if they're all just masturbating. It's like, or they're just masturbating. Because it feels good.
Previously on Ninjago.
Yes, this is a form of work, right? Like, people have these weird they want to like quantify these things in ways that give them considerably more merit, when in all reality the only thing that matters is you make money. And when people tell you to go out and get a job, they're not telling you to work, they're telling you to go make money.
To dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money.
The work has nothing to do with anything. It's the result of it that people are going to look at and use as a reflection of who you are.
Oh, okay. How about this? Because when I need a job done, I get someone with a job to do that job.
It's crazy, yeah. People are going to look at only that. You know, I mean, most of the people who come across something like this, they're not going to be aware of any of the stuff around it unless, like, they've organically heard their name in the environment, out in the wasteland. And if they come across this just clean slate, they're just going to judge it based on however this thing makes them feel. And clearly she makes millions of people feel entertained. Enough so to come back. I can understand, in terms of a logistical and business perspective, yes, I can understand why you swap to this type of content. It's way more lucrative, it takes considerably less time and effort. You just show up, record a little bit, you react to stuff that other people give you, then outsource it to editing, and then the only actual work part comes in them reacting. In each video, what? Not even 15 minutes. 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 11, 8, 13, 6. Probably records for like 15, 20 minutes, maybe not even. Do that that's work. And as the result of that work, millionaire, multimillionaire.
I'm rich.
So anyone that ever tells you to go get a job, or like a real job, I've heard that a few times. Those people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just trying to impose their backwards inherited ideas onto you because they just don't know any better. They don't understand how the world works. Like, this person is very successful as a result of these things that they do. So nothing's legitimate. Doubt everything, man. Just get your bag, man.
Alright, you got this, Peter. Put the money in the bag. Put the money in the bag. Put the money in the bag. Okay, let's go. Put the money in my ass, nigga!
Secure your own well-being. Try not to be a piece of crap like this, although I can't really tell you not to when you're directly incentivized to, and you're going to get actively rewarded for it. I guess try not to. I can't even advise against that. It's like, why would you not, right? Do what you can. Try to be decent, but whatever that means to each individual, it's just going to be entirely random.
By 2018, Sniper Wolf had slowly stopped releasing gaming content altogether, though whether this is due to the drama it had generated for her is unclear. Instead, she made a full transition to reaction videos, at a time when people had become less hateful towards reactors, and while her presence within the gaming community had all but diminished. Thankfully, her popularity was not diminished. Back when she had only just introduced the style of content in 2017, the videos regularly got more viewership than her other videos, netting her up to and sometimes exceeding 1 million views per upload.
Per upload, man. Once every other day? Oh man, 15, 16, 17 videos a month, each netting you 1 million views each? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Oh man.
Just to give you a comparison of how much of a difference this switch made, here's her Social Blade before the transition when she's getting around 22 million views per month.
Which is still crazy! 22 million a month before swapping to something that's more lucrative. Oh man! And what's the next one after you changed it?
Now, here are her stats after the transition, with her getting 150 million views per month.
I'm at the door.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Hundreds of. Oh, the fact that I even react, because I know what that means. I know that what that grants you in your life. Oh my God! And this is the person. This is the person who has those things granted to them. Oh man. This person gets to wake up every single day knowing that, oh, I can do whatever the f I want. And they can feel good about that, man. They can just, I mean, this isn't even something where, like, the majority decree is that people dislike them. They have such a large amount of people that actively support. And, oh my God. Fuck. Check out those, bring up the goddamn, I'm gonna show it. Bring up the thing. It says, according to Social Blade, that's an estimation. That 38 grand, I guarantee that's the bare low end. That's not even at least 100,000 a month. At least. Hundreds of thousands. I can't, like, that's, man, a month. It's a joke, man. Okay. Here's the thing about money. It's crap people made up. People want to treat it as if it's like this ethereal cosmic being that we barely understand. You need the right means to be able to. It's like, oh man, the way people treat money. It's these ethereal ideas and what it begets. I mean, I can understand why you'd have those ideas. Look what it does for you. But like, it's like, dude, there is control. There's ways to control it. It's a game. Like the way that a lot of people treat like stock market, the economy. It's like, oh, there's only so much. We just can't do anything, despite us as humans having created this thing and abiding our lives by it.
There is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve.
An infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve.
Don't you want somebody love? Don't you?
That's like a person who makes a video game and they put it out to the audience and the public, and a few people, they have excellent, awesome exponentially awesome time with it. A lot of other people's like, crap, it's not working. It's super glitchy. It's super buggy. It just doesn't work. And the way that people treat money, the way they see it is as if the people who made the game in this, metaphorical scenario, it's as if they're just like, sorry, man, the game's out there. There's nothing we could do about it, right? It's glitchy. It's buggy. You got to figure it out. Even though we're the ones that created it and we're the ones that understand it. Yet it's this thing that everyone wants to respect, and I don't know if in this specific, especially the point that I'm trying to make, because like the amount of respect people give to the people like this, it's ridiculous. But the point about another, I guess, by proxy point that I'm making, when you get crap like this, it really just doubts the validity of all of it. Really, like this person's able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month by working like 20-minute days, and you want to talk to me as if like labor is important, as if like there's some sort of like valid like meaning, integrity behind all of these things unfolding. It's just mindless crap. She swapped to that content because she knew it was super lucrative. And it is. And it still is. Oh, you crappy person, slap on the wrist. You get demonetized for a little bit. But not too much. You remember, you're making lots of money for us, so why would we punish you?
Now, here are her stats after the transition, with her getting 150 million views per month. This also resulted in 4 million new subscribers for her channel. It would be a horrid understatement to just call her successful at this point. She was one of the most successful YouTubers at the time, gaining 1.2 billion views within the year-long time frame I previously showed, and this meteoric rise was showing no signs of stopping. However, that success came at a cost. By 2018, her name had become notorious in the community.
Right. Yes. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Mr. Toiki. Mr. Rib Roast. Yes, there's a cost. There's a cost with everything. But the cost, the payout, the benefit to harm ratio, it really just depends. And in her scenario, no. Like, I wouldn't even consider it a cost. It is a cost, yes. Like, people don't like her. But, like, what has that done? She's a multi-millionaire as a result. You could just... close it, shut it out, pretend it's not there, or just tell yourself other stuff. I mean, it's already, them being a crappy person already compounds in on itself, right? But that compounding really makes no difference in the overall result of their life, their livelihood, their well-being. Oh my God. And what is this person doing with this money? I guarantee it's just mindless crap. You're buying like cars and fucking mansions or something, or... That's like a tragedy right there. They're just hoarding wealth. When you're making that type of money, like, do something, like, make something. Like, it gets to a certain point. What type of life is there a difference between millions and tens of millions of dollars in terms of your overall lifestyle? It's like with Kanye West.
I'm a marijuana plant. I can get you up.
All these racks give me a boner. I'm too hard.
He got canceled, which I don't even, like, that doesn't mean anything, getting canceled. If you're in a position where you're making lots of money, that's the only thing that matters. What changed after Kanye West got canceled? Like, he lost a Nike deal. People consider him hateful, bigoted, which, you know, validity to that. He's mentally ill, all those things. What changed about his everyday life? He still wakes up in a mansion. He still drives around in his really nice cars. He still gets to go out and do all the things that he wants to. If he were to resume doing stuff, which I'm pretty sure he did, people would still show up to support. He's got it locked, man. God damn, there is no comeuppance for your actions. That's not how it works. There's no karma. Nothing comes around, goes around, comes around.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus.
Nothing comes around, nothing comes back around. You can just do whatever you like. Because that's how it works. You getting karma, or how people quantify it, which karma is just something that people made up so that they can feel better about the way the world works. It's like, there is no comeuppance for the things that you do. The only type of comeuppance you face are the average trials of life and just the things that other people thrust upon you. That's it. Like, you doing something bad, just because you did the bad thing doesn't mean you're going to get paid back for it. That's not how it works. It sucks, I know. It really sucks. It plays into all the evils of the world. And it's even more evil when it's like, why would you not be this? You can live a great life.
I drink your milkshake.
And yes, Sniper Wolf, their life is... They go through the same crap everyone else does. Only thing is, they have so much luxury to return to. They have so much as an accessible means of distracting themselves and trying to deal with all that type of stuff.
By 2018, her name had become notorious in the community, whereas in the years prior, she could count on the creators who made videos about her being relatively small, with no real way of causing any damage. Her feud with FaZe Clan had put into focus her obscene behavior and her litigious practices.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Who is that?
Attention, all Fortnite gamers.
I'm a gamer. I like video games.
This had earned the ire of not just the respective fan bases of these large creators, but also the online community at large, which now viewed her with the same hatred as some of the most controversial people on the platform. To truly highlight just how isolated she had become at this point, here's one example. In March 2018, Good Mythical Morning posted a teaser for an episode with Sniper Wolf. Quickly, this got the attention of the wider community, and the sheer backlash was so out of control that they canceled all plans with her, removing the short promo video. Today, only re-uploads of it are available, as well as Reddit posts talking about what had happened to the planned collab, and there have been no attempts to make a collab with her ever since.
Okay, that's cool. That's nice. But what I say still stands. Like, that's one less monetary opportunity they have. isolated, I mean, if you're trying to connect with this particular crowd and this group and this time and place, you can really just connect with anything, anywhere. You could surround yourself, especially in this position, in this tier of society, you can just surround yourself with whoever the hell you want. Like, it's good. I do like that, though, and I'm really glad that everyone disliked it. That there wasn't a good reaction. Like, that's reaffirming. Because it's like, oh, okay, so not everything bad goes entirely unnoticed. It gets unpunished, but it doesn't go unnoticed, which is, at least that's something, right? At least.
The rest of the year would not treat her much better. On May 18th, Nerd City released a video titled Thought Patrol featuring Max Mofo and Rusty Cage. In it, Nerd City goes to great lengths to criticize her conduct, highlighting her past in the Overwatch community, among others. He also goes to great lengths to criticize her treatment of other women, specifically the way she talked down to women who had cosmetic surgery done or were using a lot of makeup and filters, highlighting a whole slew of tweets where she'd done so.
So Enigma was the martyr, it seems. That's not fair. He was the first guy to let people know. But not really let people know because nobody knew him, and the people who did know him were usually people who'd come as a result of Sniper Wolf acknowledging him and getting her fans to attack him. Okay, that warms my heart a little bit. Not the Enigma part, like, that sucks for that guy, and I'm sorry that you went through all that stuff, that you were just trying to do the right thing, and you unfortunately ran into a bully that was way bigger than you, and there was not really much you could do, other than try to just get it out there, you know? But good on you, dude. Like, that takes guts, and as a result, people are at least aware to some degree, and that sparked all those other things, right? So, out of everyone else, Enigmahood, you got the raw deal there. I don't know, hopefully these things become worth it to some degree. Hopefully there is some degree of comeuppance, but I'm not confident that that's how things will play out. I think she's just gonna continue living her life in the stuff that she does, monetizing things the way that she does. That saying, all publicity is good publicity or something like that, which I said before is for the most part true. Because remember, monetizing the publicity is the thing that actually like has effect on the overall quality of life. That's the thing that determines, right? What do you do? Somebody gets punched to go to jail. Okay, now you're stuck in a cell.
I'm going to jail!
You're stuck being tortured by this disgusting system that profits off of that. That affects your overall life, everything. But her? No. Too much money. She's too valuable to be abused and exploited. Ugh, God. That sucks.
These statements were very hypocritical as it became obvious that she herself has gotten facial surgery and also heavily edited her photos to appear different. This wasn't exactly groundbreaking, but it did stoke the fires even further. Fundamentally, no matter how bad her reputation got, her popularity with her target demographic was not really affected.
And that's the only thing that matters. The only thing. Dude, cult leaders, mega church guys. Like, religiously, like, you just need a crowd, you just need enough people to support you, and then you could, like, blind and deafen yourself with the noise.
God came down on Michael and forced him to consummate with Christiana.
He asked me for an opportunity to explain just how God had made it happen.
Suddenly, I was forced down on the floor, and I had to get down. I was down just about like this. And I started seeing that the consummation with Christiana was imminent, and I was going to have to do that.
So was it just a single occasion, this literal physical consummation?
No, it wasn't.
You consummated more than once?
Yes.
Why is it necessary to consummate more than once?
In 2019, she won the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award for the Favorite Gamer category, despite not having released a single gaming video in about a year.
Okay. So she had to get shunned by other people who are a part of the YouTube community, and that's literally the only thing, because nobody else cares. You got a Nickelodeon Choice. Logan Paul got one too, I think, so.
Liza Koshy and Logan Paul!
Logan Paul also won Choice Comedy Web Star.
He did.
To do this before this happened. This just turned really way too scarily real.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here.
If you're big enough and the big boys, they all acknowledge you, then you're you're set, man. two years back to back, not even making gaming stuff just because she's really popular with kids. Oh man, damn. Oh, ha! Oh, 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 baby. Nickelodeon.
Dick, 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 dick.
Dick all in your mouth. Bow, bow, bow.
Are you sure he thinks I'm his mom? Oh, no doubt. The lukewarm milk in your dog bosom will bring out the repressed Spitzy. He just needs to bond with you.
Kids' Choice Awards. Hey guys, it's me, Sniper Wolf, and I'm here collecting my Kids' Choice Awards for 2 years back to back.
You people are the biggest cluster of shameless, narcissistic idiots and all around just the worst people I've ever met. Here, have a Kids' Choice Award.
Get it in. Geeter Skeeter, would you? And you, there's your IP.
She would also go on to win the 2020 Kids' Choice Award, which makes sense considering the fact that her audience had transitioned completely from sweaty neckbeards to children.
Probably both.
Do your best death stare when the beat drops.
Ever since her feud with FaZe Clan, Sniper Wolf had been slowly taking a step back from social media, likely in an attempt to avoid stirring even more controversy.
Or to just not be reminded that they're a crap person. They're just maintaining their delusions to themselves. Why would they ground themselves, especially if it makes them feel bad? Like, but.
But she had a hard time making that last forever. On the 22nd of December 2021, Adam22 on the No Jumper podcast interviewed a girl by the name of Kiara L. Cutler. She was a 10-year-old cancer patient suffering from osteosarcoma, or bone cancer. In the video, which was meant to showcase her struggle and get to know her, Adam22 asked Kiara to make a wish. Being a fan of Sniper Wolf, her wish was to personally meet her.
Oh. I just pictured where this is going, and I really don't want it to go that way. Just keep going.
Initially, it seemed Sniper Wolf would welcome the idea, showing support to the young girl battling cancer and offering to meet her, or to at least talk over video. Kiara's mother contacted Sniper Wolf over DMs in an attempt to set it all up. However, Sniper Wolf quickly began to drag her feet until she eventually stopped responding, claiming to be unable to talk while she had family over. In frustration, the mother blocked Sniper Wolf and took it to the public.
God, dude, this f***ing world, man. Oh.
I quit. You serious? I send you a letter, yeah. Fuck this. Fuck this world.
She's being a piece of garbage. Like, shun the people who are giving her life, that like affording her this exclusive life.
Keemstar was the first guy to really talk about it, posting a short rant on his Twitter.
And then it gets covered for more publicity by a goddamn rat. Oh, shit.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No.
So that he could come off as looking like he's a better person. Dude, everywhere you turn, there's just bad people exploiting everyone. Oh, man. I can't let it get to me, dude. What the fuck, dude? You ghosted? That's your fucking following. Those are the people that give you those millions. This person, they're dying, and a wish is that's so exclusive to see you, and you fucking, like, why does that elicit so much more grotesque, like, just this vileness from me? Like, this person's done so many bad things back to back, but like, something about that, dude.
Keemstar was the first guy to really talk about it, posting a short rant on his Twitter, wherein he blasted Sniper Wolf's conduct in the kind and colorful language we've come to expect from Keemstar.
There's this girl, she's 10 years old, she's dying of cancer. Her dream and her wish is to meet SS Sniper Wolf. And I told Adam22 right out, Sniper Wolf is a piece of shit.
You oh, gross. That's evil, man. Try to make yourself look better? Yeah, she is a piece of crap, but so are you. But you want to, like, you're trying to change the opinion of other people on you because you're covering this and trying to act as if you actually give a fucking shit. Oh my god.
I think it's funny. I've been laughing the last hour that your mom died of cancer. I don't give a f about any of you. I am in this for your money and your money only. That's all I care about. All right? I only do this show for money. That's it. All right? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a fucking scam. I don't give a fuck about any of you. I really hope you die of cancer. I hate every single one of you. Fuck the fans. No sarcasm. No joking. Fuck the fans. Thank you.
Why am I still getting hate?
I see there's a lot of debate. You know, is he joking? Is he being sarcastic or whatever? Of course I'm joking.
What about the things you said? You said we didn't deserve to live.
Carp, I was being sarcastic. You know what that means?
No!
You know what I mean? Like, cancer is a horrible thing. But it's not horrible enough. What I really mean is I hope you get cancer, and I hope you fucking live the last fucking month of your life every single day.
Shut the hell up, bitch. Go kill yourself. Go sit in the middle of the road and let a car run over.
Good luck with that. Adam, trying to make this 10-year-old's dreams come true, gets a hold of Sexy Sniper Wolf, and she agrees to talk to the kid dying of cancer. Sniper Wolf blows it off. Completely blows it off. She's posted on Instagram that she's out to dinner, all right? She's out partying and living it up, and this 10-year-old is literally dying right now.
What followed was a massive public outcry with tons of videos coming out on YouTube to criticize her. Everyone from Drama Alert to Optimist to Just Destiny talked about it all.
Yeah, but they didn't care about it back then. I mean, right now it's topical and it's contemporary, and this person is as popular as they are now in contrast to back then. So of course they're going to capitalize that because people are going to come in and watch. You can monetize the hate that other people have. People come together and poop on others. I mean, come on. I'm culpable for doing that. Like all the crap, all my videos, it is rather negative. The people and the subject matter that I cover, the things that I have to say about these people. I don't know. In defense of that, because I mean I don't care if there's a bit of a righteous vindication to that. You know, it's not just the clout, which you know that's usually. But that's usually the motivation, the views and all those things motivates. But I don't know, it makes you feel good, right? To prop yourself up, to make yourself seem even better at the expense. You know, not to say that's wrong. Absolutely, like Sniper Wolf deserves all these things, but that's still the kind of the motivation behind it. How people want to react so volatilely. In a volatile fashion to these types of people. Not to say it's unwarranted, like I said, but the motivation does come from petty vindication, like trying to validate your emotions or make yourself feel like more like a good person. It's kind of...
Say it, or I'll kill your husband. I'll do it, I'll gut him like a fish. You're a good person. Oh, thank you.
Yes, queen! Yes, queen!
I guess that bleeds through my commentary, sort of just inevitably. That seems to... Otherwise, you know, why would you cover these types of things? Hey, at least I can acknowledge that I'm culpable of it. I keep stopping. We're 33 minutes and I've only gone 5 minutes. I need to...
And Sniper Wolf didn't take the abuse lying down. On the 28th, she made multiple statements about the situation. She complained about the mother's behavior, claiming she was trying to arrange a video call before the mother blocked her.
Okay, shut up, Sniper.
Fall down, Scout. We're your friends. Shut up, Sniper. I'll kill you.
Like, I know you're a fucking narcissist, right? You can't take any accountability for your disgusting actions because you're a parasite. You're a cretin. And of course, you're gonna just swing, right? While everyone's coming at you, you gotta like fucking... Now you're in Enigma's position. Play the thing where he's defending himself against your rabbit.
So SS Sniper Wolf has decided to slander my name.
I heard that you a pedophile. You touch little boys and girls. My bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
You absolutely deserve this. You're a monster, dude. A monster? Is that too much?
So what if I'm the monster?
Because they just don't care. And it's not so much that they them destroying other people, them acting this way isn't with the intention necessarily. It could be, you know, just for validation. But it seems more retaliatory. Like they're just a dumbass, stupid toddler that can't take any accountability for their actions and sort of just flails and punches a bunch when other people are just like, hey, stop being a piece of crap. I can't quite say that it's like coordinated. Can I say that about Keemstar, though?
Stupid fucking justice, all fucking righteous fucking niggas.
Because they are both very similar, but I don't know, to me Keemstar seems like a worse of a person because of his sheer degree of aggression. Sniper Wolf sort of just is that girl in school, right? Popular, who just rolls over people because she can. It makes her feel good. I wouldn't say it's targeted. Can I say that? I don't know, man. Based off of all these things, it's sort of just like, hey, don't point out the crappy stuff that I do. I just want to be able to do whatever I want. Keemstar is sort of just like, we should make a video on that goddamn rat someday. I'm gonna find a good documentary. But with him, it's like they're both kind of the same. And is it really worth trying to rank who's worse? You should just react to both of them based on the individual things that they do and the things that they have done and whether or not they can atone for it. Which these people, no, they never will. Why would you? Why would you atone for the bad things that you've done to other people when, like, you're not benefited for doing that? Why would you apologize when that requires you to play into somebody else's frame, to put yourself at a disadvantage?
I am going to remind you in advance that I'm very sorry and I apologize for the inconvenience of me not giving a fuck!
In the vulnerable position, having to open it up and say, hey, I did something wrong, I'm admitting fault. These people are way too weak and pathetic to do that. You need strength to do those things. And what we are seeing is a world in which the cowardly and the most pathetic and weak dominate through their spineless actions, through their depravity, through their selfishness, through just being bad.
Come on, how bad can I possibly be? How bad can I be? I'm just building the economy.
Because that's how an indifferent system works, man. Bad is way more of a pervasive force than good. Because bad, it takes considerably less to gain more. There's a difference between taking time out of your day to help somebody and, like, you know, trying to figure out how to help someone versus taking even less time out of your day to detract from somebody else's well-being, all so that you can passively benefit. Like, you are rewarded for these things. Ugh. It's just gross. There's something something even worse about a crappy person trying to outline all the crappy things another crappy person does, or another person who's just as crappy as they are. It plays, and it's like, you're not doing this for virtue. Like, you're just doing this because you know it'll work in some way, or it'll benefit you somehow. Ugh.
Then on the same day, she would post a tweet saying she had in fact contacted the mother again, managing to send the girl a video.
Screw you. I gave her a fucking video. It took me like 5 seconds. Damn. Cancer patient dying, screw you. I mean, sorry, like, you need to stop being a parasite to me, right? I'm trying to live my life, I'm trying to do, the people are just trying to drama. You, who created this life for me, you need to, like, take a moment back and think and reflect upon your actions, right? Disgusting. Oh, and we got Ivan as a dumbass. Oh, that's a perfect, oh, yes! It's an absurd joke. Ivan is a dumbass. Commented, he replied to her, you know, not taking any accountability and blaming other people for her being a piece of crap. People always want to make you seem like a bad guy. It's been going on for over 8 years, and I'll keep defending. Oh, I'm paralyzed.
When your legs don't work like they used to
my
before.
legs. My legs. Oh, God. Oh, no. I can't. That hurts. Fuck. At Ivan is a dumbass. Commented, he replied to her, you know, not taking any accountability and blaming other people for her being a piece of crap. People always want to make you seem like a bad guy. It's been going on for over 8 years, and I'll keep defending.
Hey, Frank?
Yeah?
Listen, man, my stomach's on the fritz, dude. Can you help me out?
Don't tell me you're gonna puke.
I think I'm gonna puke, dude.
No, man, you can't puke, because if you puke, I'm gonna end up...
How do you accept? How do you embrace? How are you okay with that?
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
How do you just, like, acknowledge and then just, oh, okay, that exists. Alright. Oh.
How is it? Good. It looks like you're enjoying yourself. Oh, yeah, that looks like you're enjoying. Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, God. What else is there to say about that? Oh, Jesus.
It's Jesus! Say hello, Jesus!
Whether that's true or not has not been confirmed, but Sniper Wolf claimed that she got it all sorted out. Given her newfound tendency to simply ignore drama until it went away, this one didn't end up causing that much harm to her either. While more videos would continue to be released about her, she simply never addressed it again. And after a while, the only people who seemed to even remember it were those who hated her regardless. Sadly, Kiara L. Cutler died on the 8th of January 2022, succumbing to her osteosarcoma.
That's fucking terrible, dude. What the fuck? The suffering her family went through, the suffering she went through, being brought into the world, suddenly have her life snuffed out just because of cosmic circumstance. Treated as if they don't fucking matter. It makes me hate people like this, like even more. Dislike and hate. Someone like Boogie, I'm gonna go over all that, but always recall back.
I saw Hitler! I saw Jesus Christ! I saw Obama! It's not, unless that was really Obama and really Hitler, I don't think they're using the real fucking name!
He's just a mindless idiot who doesn't know, he's just in denial, he's delusional, he's an idiot. She's more of like a...
Dumb.
You're right.
Her degree is worse. Yet you have to detach, man. You have to dissociate from that. That's so profoundly fucking terrible. It makes me dislike, that type of reality makes me dislike this even more, because it's like, what the fuck is your fucking excuse? To be who you are, to do the things that you do, to have the things that you have.
Oh my god, the big one's dead! The big blue one's dead!
Although Leah was effectively quarantined from the rest of the YouTube community, that didn't halt her success even slightly. Her reaction videos continued to amass millions of views, and with her consistent upload schedule, she became a mainstay on both the YouTube homepage and the trending page, all of which she had done off the back of other people's content. Despite her controversies, she had fostered a loyal fan base of mostly children, who either never knew there was drama, or simply dismissed it if they heard of it.
Dude, this person had the loyal fan base before when they had a different demographic of people that would still actively support her. Like, children, they're more susceptible and they're not going to respond to that. Probably don't know it's real, but still, like, the fact that they're children makes no difference. More susceptible, sure. More easily, you're able to more easily capture their attention. Dude, children are just pre-adults. That becomes an adult as time passes. What changes? People usually don't change for the better, especially if you're benefited for being who you are.
War. War never changes.
So it's... oh, man.
Her content would not go without criticism, however. You see, reaction content is special in that people seem to hate it in waves, only for that hatred to crater once the topic becomes too boring, and then it sparks up again when something considered outrageous by the wider community happens. For a few years, Sniper Wolf had been enjoying an ebb in people's hatred for the content, meaning it went entirely under the radar. This would eventually change, and while it could be argued when exactly the interest in reaction content rose again, it seemed to start with JXE doing a measured takedown of Hassan Piker's reaction to one of her videos.
Listen, bro, we're in your shine. Around here. Oh my god. What happened? You died. That's what happened. Watch out, dude.
This spawned a cascade of hatred for React streamers like Hassan, with other YouTubers like Dark Viper AU making an entire series of videos criticizing the concept. Now, most of this negative attention was focused away from YouTube. It was on Twitch streamers, which meant that Sniper Wolf got off pretty unnoticed.
What? There was just a coordinated wave of people who dislike streamers more so than...
It's a man who can slap but can also stroke.
Going in the wind as an empty of the truth that is naked.
I mean, it's not... I can picture that, but it's just funny. Who defines those things? Who defines the wave of dislike and hate that's thrown at whoever, wherever, whenever? Who does that?
You got me now, you figured me out, you fucking income fucking poop. You figured me out, you got me red-handed.
It sort of just seems to be kind of arbitrary when, like, people all sort of just agree, oh, I guess we just dislike this right now, this time and place, so we'll just move on once we get bored. Oh. How you guys doing? You doing good? I hope you're doing well.
Fuck you. I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas.
I hope you're okay. Hopefully you don't run into people like this. I mean, you will. That's just how life works. There's people even worse than this who have less and will make problems worse for you. But I hope that when you do encounter those people, their effect in your life is very minimal and they have no power over you. Same, applies vice versa. I'm speaking to a or something. Hopefully you have no power over other people.
That was until October 27th, 2022, when Jax Films released a video simply titled Sniper Wolf. In it, he announces the creation of a new channel, JJ Jax Films, with the entire purpose being to parody Sniper Wolf's content by reacting to it the same way that she reacts.
I love that. See, life is bad, but there are little pockets of brightness here and there.
Your protein powder.
What's the next step? What do I do next?
Familiar with Jax Films, yeah. Seen his stuff for a very long while. I do like him, and it's people like this that don't make it all bad. I really that's good, dude. Honestly, you need more people who are like have a spine. Thank you, Jax Films. Thank you to all the people who pointed it out, right? Except you, Keemstar. Go fuck yourself.
Why am I still getting hate?
And FaZe Banks or whatever the guy is. They're all, those people tend to not be great or bright, but that doesn't matter. But something like Jax Films, yes. I love you, dude. You're standing up based on decency. Truth is the closest thing we have to an objective right. It's because it's what is, right? It's the only thing that's there, that does exist. You need to outline it as much as you can. You need to, that is very important.
The videos are satirical in nature, with Jack talking over them constantly, pausing for long stretches of time to commentate, but still keeping the videos fair use.
Yeah, because he has, like, things to say. It's more about, it should be it's called commentary, right? It's about the commentary. He's got more substantial things in it going on in his brain than this vapid freaking robot. Goddamn.
Something that he argues her videos were not doing. Instead, Sniper Wolf would just basically sit, watch a TikTok, repeat what happened in that TikTok, and then move on to the next thing. She wasn't really adding anything to the content, and she wasn't getting permission from the rights holders of those TikToks to react.
Yeah, because you don't need to. It doesn't matter. No one's going to hold you accountable, dude. Like, you need people to hold you accountable. That's why it's like so appreciative when people point out stuff like this, because it's the only karma that does exist. So, in those videos are doing all right. And they're much longer too, but they get considerably less views. He has the same exact picture. Car. You need people like this, dude.
Jack clearly hated her content. By extension, he hated her.
You idiot! You idiot!
Bitch down! Bitch down! Down!
He wasn't happy going unnoticed. On June 22nd, 2023, the YouTube creator's Twitter account made a post about Sniper Wolf saying, "Where does Sniper Wolf get video ideas? From fans." Here's what she had to say at the VidCon 2023 YouTube keynote.
Wow, I just saw FaZe Rain do this video. How could you fucking copy his idea, you fucking clickbait bitch?
It's really important to me to engage with my audience. I get a lot of content ideas from them in the comments. It's important to grow and adapt as a creator.
Spineless animals. You just life, man. Oh, what the fuck's going on? Everything's happening. Nothing matters. Everything fuck. Oh man. None of it matters, dude. Nothing matters. Oh my god. You can just say and do anything. Oh, and you want to demand respect for reality.
Jack, why do you drive so fast?
Everything happens for a reason.
That's the dumbest shit I ever goddamn heard.
We're all reality's bitch, dude. It's a game. There's just random crap happening. Oh man.
Damn, ain't no water, bro. What the hell's going on, bro? Bro, what are you doing? You're not the thinker.
Quickly, Jack's Films responded to this with a snarky comment, which led to a back and forth between Jack and Leah, which notably concluded with this statement from Jack. To be fair, it was very funny, and yes, it's extremely easy. You added nothing of value, I added nothing of value, and clones. I'll bring it back, don't worry.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
The statement was a prelude to another Jack's Films video released 6 days later, titled Sniper Wolf, but every 10 seconds I read a tweet she sent me tonight. True to its title, Jack spends the entire video reacting to a video of hers while pausing every 10 seconds to go through her tweets. The video ended up getting millions of views, and it preceded another one a month later, titled Let's Talk About Sniper Wolf.
Dude, like, intuitive. The views start tapering off a little bit on this second channel that you're trying to, like, get more attention and garner more interest around this thing. Brought it to your main channel and you changed the format in a specific way that was able to capture enough attention and people. Granted, there's backlash as a result of it, but like that's yes. Fuck yes. There you go.
Yes. 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 Fuck yeah.
Like he realized how the world, like the environment works, and you have to try to traverse it based on the rules that other people define, that all these things are set up based on, and he did it. Like that's awesome.
In which he does a more in-depth critique of her content, from it being extremely low effort to the fact she never did her due diligence in crediting creators.
That's jawsome. So Sniper Wolf's accent pretty jacksadasical.
Boy, if you don't...
With her being a
Good one.
At the same time, he makes the argument that Sniper Wolf's content does not meet the fair use standard, meaning her content infringes on other people's copyright.
Probably right about that, but I guess it doesn't matter. Well, not guess, it doesn't, unfortunately.
Perhaps most notably, he announces that the JJ Jack's Films channel would resume production, changing its focus to critiquing and grading Sniper Wolf's videos and the reactions contained therein.
Boom! You did it! Oh, you did it again, and look at the views, man. That shit worked. Dude. Fuck yes, man. Oh, dude, erection.
Would you come up here and solve this problem for the class?
I can't.
And why is that?
Because I have a boner.
Oh. I have a boner.
Okay.
I have a boner.
I have a boner.
I have a boner.
I have a boner.
I have a boner. I have a boner.
A direction. There you go. Like, that's fucking comedy, dude. Reflecting everything the best. Oh, I love that.
Jack held true to his word, and the parody channel was producing new videos.
So what I said earlier was right. Jack's Films was qualified to really go at this person. He did it in a way that's so, like, that's fucking hilarious, dude. He did it while playing into the established system. And now he's like, oh. See, I don't know, maybe that's how we react to the evil. You kind of just have to focus on the good or the decent, like the people, like the pointing it out. Like there's a general rule of thumb I have. If talking to somebody and you get their opinions on humanity, now granted it's both ways either way. These things don't necessarily reflect what's going on here and how they act and who they are as a person. But if people in general just have a gullible, lacking of awareness idea towards how humanity conducts itself, if they're like telling you, oh, people are great, you know, they just, we know what we're doing. It's like, don't trust that person. Why are you saying that? Have you not existed? Do you live in an existence where you kind of just don't have to pay attention to any of that? So then what does that say about how you conduct yourself? If you can't acknowledge the wrongdoing of other people, can you acknowledge your own? I don't know, maybe that is how we retaliate to the evil in life. You just, you gotta point out the evil and then support it. Support pointing it out. But even so, it's like, something like this, it's easier to, like, you can't apply that same thing to real world circumstances that involve the outcome of people's lives, right? like genocides and massacres and people retaliating to something, even if it's like justified, like there tends to be blood and guts and suffering, you know, through that path of retaliation.
You burned my house to the ground! My family's dead! What do I do?
This, what's so nice about this is that, like, it's only good. There's only, like, what's the result? Him being able to make money off of pointing, you know, criticizing and pointing out how crappy another person is. Like, let's use that and apply it to this, because you can't, real world examples, come on. How many rebellions have resulted in tens of thousands of deaths? How many? Not to say, you know, when you critique on the the sentiment of the rebellion, the actual tangible result is suffering and harm, which plays into the evil. But something like this, what's the harm in this? I can only really see good. Like, he credits the people, he points out that she's crappy, points out that she's stealing people's stuff. He's trying to stand up, and you need to do that. Otherwise you'll just get rolled over by these disgusting, pervasive forces that are trying to destroy your life, siphon your life from you. Okay.
These new ones garnered far more attention than the ones he'd previously made, probably because he put more focus on entertaining and engaging viewers, unlike his earlier attempts, which were simply too dense with satire to get into for most people. And on top of that, Leah had acknowledged that she didn't like the channel, which gave him an excuse to basically shit-talk her forever. These videos, which were actually edited down versions of his streams, were much more palatable, and he began uploading them almost daily. With Jack's Films videos being such a success, Sniper Wolf found herself in a strange position, one she hadn't really been in before. For the first time in her career, the mounting backlash against her content had an effect.
And it took, what, nearly a decade? And it took bigger people to stand up to her. That's what that took. Man, don't expect the right thing to occur when it comes to... This is stuff that we see. All the specific individual nuances, all the specific things that have happened to people, these are all... Like, there's the margin for things to go bad, for people to get the better of other people, to take advantage. It is massive. It is the determining factor in so many different things. Just know what people are capable of, dude. It's inside everyone.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
You just have to make sure you can find the people who can acknowledge the truth about humanity and actually, like, react to it in, like, a proper fashion. Instead of just trying to give in to the way things are and exploit and destroy. It's like, and trying to fight that mindset myself for so long, it's like, given all the stuff that I felt, all the stuff that I've been faced with, it's hard not to want to give in to that, especially because you're rewarded for it. But I'd like to think there are ways to be able to not only be rewarded, which is something you need in order for you to live your own life, right, to make money, but to be able to do it in a way that's not crappy. Like, this guy's evidence of that. So I guess there's hope in terms of what you can, the trajectory that your mild input has or creates for yourself and your environment, people around you, all those things.
Even more remarkably, in another video, Jack showed how Sniper Wolf had removed an entire video due to claims he had made against it. What Jack had achieved with these videos was rallying small content creators to protect their own copyrighted material by submitting takedown requests, claims, etc. More claims that simply never got through the vetting process. The ones that did were enough to make an impact on Sniper Wolf's bottom line.
Nice, nice, very nice.
Nice. For a while, Leah stayed quiet on this topic, with only the odd vague comment in some of her videos.
Can't ignore it for too long, friendo. Especially if it starts affecting your livelihood, which I really hope it did. It didn't, but I hope it did. And I hope that you never are able to do these things that have granted you this exorbitantly exclusive life ever again. I want you to be in the same exact position everyone else, other people who are considerably better than you have been faced with for considerably longer.
That was until October 13th, 2023, when Sniper Wolf posted a poll on her Instagram asking her fans if she should pay a visit, showing a photo of Jack's house. At the time, he was actually on live stream, and you can see him react in real time to what she did.
Hold on, what's going on? Hold on, stop. What's going on?
Hold on.
Go look at the general.
Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Is she like trying to adopt you?
I don't know, but that's
that,
really
like,
scary.
yeah, that's...
I'm reporting.
Oh my god, she
Yeah.
is. She's outside our house.
God, sorry, the people you're talking to are kind of just... You should probably mute them. Have a thought, be like, oh, this is serious. I need you guys to not be just reacting, please.
Hold on. I'm gonna go outside.
Aaron, no, Aaron, don't.
Wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream to the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah.
Oh, that's his wife. Never mind. Don't mute her. You're in the same. You're in the same scenario. You should probably like find each other in real life and be like, oh, we should probably do something about this.
Don't, please don't. All right, hold on. I'm gonna end this.
Jack quickly took to Twitter, calling her out for publicly doxing him, as well as encouraging YouTube to ban her. He would go on to make a community post and a video about the topic, calling on YouTube to take action against her. Sniper Wolf, meanwhile, did not quite seem to get the gravity of the situation, as she continued to talk about it as if she'd done nothing wrong in her subsequent posts, and seemingly didn't even know what doxing was.
Cause she's a piece of garbage!
Did I do that?
What? It is time and time. She's the same person. She doesn't change. A goddamn fucking toddler, man, who has lots of money and influence. You're just narrating. It's documentaries. I'm just reacting to her shittiness is what's evoking this. It's nothing. Turkey Tom, you're doing good. I'm engaged. And you deserve all of the stuff. Or sorry, you've earned all of the stuff that you have. So keep going, dude. Make stuff here, there, I'll be around for it.
Heard of my briefo, live 7 days a week, putting ass pussy, make that pillow getting real.
But the backlash was monumental. Dozens of videos by creators like Charlie and Mudahar, who had never been involved with her drama prior, made videos about it and brought it to the mainstream.
Dude, yes! Oh, more people need, yes.
With even major publications from NBC News jumping on the bandwagon. As a result of her backlash, Sniper Wolf lost her partnership with G Fuel, removing her branded items from the store.
There we go. I mean, less monetary, like, they're still making lots of money, but, again, the Kanye example. Yeah.
She also lost her partnership with Darman, a creator she had been collaborating with a lot. The trouble didn't even end there. As people continued to rally against her, more and more focus was drawn to her past as people began scouring her content for anything that would show Sniper Wolf in a bad light.
And that's really easy to do. Dude, I found stuff.
And all these kids fapping about her as just like some average, ugly, fucking Mexican bitch with a big-ass nose and bushy-ass eyebrows.
Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that.
Oh! It took me like a 2-minute search on YouTube. I literally typed in like Sniper Wolf being a bad person or Sniper Wolf saying bad stuff. It's very easy.
And soon enough, people discovered a video called Mom Caught Kids Twerking, in which Sniper Wolf video chats with fans on Omegle, many of which are too young to be using that service, and she encourages them to engage in lewd acts for content. I'm not going to show any of the people on the other end of Leah's call here to protect their identities, but it's pretty gross.
Oh, great. Not, oh, great. Show me the... Oh, great. More disgusting crap. Awesome.
I'd shy away from calling her a loser, creep, P-word.
Wet ass P-word. Make that pull-out game weak.
Because I doubt she's actually attracted to anything here. But regardless of that, what she did is pretty foul, and there's just no doubt about it.
Probably not. It's just she just doesn't have any self-awareness, so she's trying to exploit other people for her monetary gain.
Commentary channels began covering this situation, leading to a cascade of criticism towards Leah. News articles by large foreign news publications discussed the topic in detail. But it went further, as more and more videos began popping up of her engaging in this questionable behavior. The Real Cell EG showed a screenshot of another Omegle video, in which Sniper Wolf supposedly solicited a 16-year-old girl to flash her. That being said, many question this claim's veracity, as they speculate the user is not actually that age, and the video feed they use is a simulated webcam and not the actual feed. And to be honest, in this particular case, that's probably true. But at this point, there was no stopping the backlash. The same has been the case on YouTube, where uploads of her Omegle videos keep popping up every time she takes them down, meaning any attempt at minimizing the damage these videos had done ends up being relatively moot. She ended up deleting over 130 million views worth of videos within just 4 days, but the question remained how YouTube would respond. YouTube themselves finally issued an official statement saying they temporarily suspended monetization on Sniper Wolf's channel, affirming Sniper Wolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this combo to a better place.
I don't believe that. YouTube, you guys only care about money.
As you can imagine from reading that, this only sparked further outrage, as many interpreted the response as partial victim blaming on account of Jack. The idea that YouTube was discouraging his behavior and not highlighting Sniper Wolf as the party 100% in the wrong angered viewers. Now it's worth noting that even if Jack making 100 videos on Sniper Wolf is not even comparable to posting his house, YouTube has shown a distaste for drama in the past. When Keemstar and Ethan Klein had a huge beef, YouTube personally reached out to them to tell them to stop. When Leafy is Here made too many videos about Pokimane, they outright banned him and called it harassment. I have my own personal opinion on what Jack's videos constitute, and my personal opinion is that it's not harassment, it's just, criticism videos, but it's clear to me that YouTube does not like when someone dedicates an entire channel to coming after someone every single day. I would speculate that YouTube doesn't like when the mainstream media picks up these bigger drama stories because it makes it look as though YouTube is just a site of creators constantly fighting.
It's a school ground where, yeah, that's actually exactly, I was gonna say a school ground where the teachers kind of just allow kids to bully each other, but that's just a regular school ground. That's how it works. It's just with teachers and because they tend to be spineless. Yes, like, YouTube only care, like, hey guys, shut the hell up, just keep making us money. I don't want to have to deal with any of this publicity crap. I don't want anything to threaten how much money we make off you guys, so stop fighting. Just keep making money for us. God, they only care, they only care about themselves.
Regardless, viewers thought the punishment against Sniper Wolf was far too light, who accused YouTube of taking her side in this conflict. Sniper Wolf herself posted an apology in which she seemingly took blame for her actions.
It is inexcusable. I'm sorry. Tape. I'm good now. I'm absolved. I want to grow and learn from my lapse of judgment. People like this, like, all right, no, enough's happened. This is what you are, and you're gonna stay this way because you're you. Right? You're lesser than the standard that we should expect from people. You're lower than that. So you're not going to do any better. You're going to stay the same because that's just what you are. So how about, be cool. Oh, there's nothing that can be done. You can't tell them just like, hey, just stop making your crap videos. Stop doing what you do. You can't do that. You can. Nothing's going to happen as a result. Like, it's just move forward. The suffering's there, whatever. Sure. Yuck.
But as you can see from the comments on that post, the response was largely negative, with most believing she only made this statement because she had to, not because she felt bad.
Of course not. She, like, this person's showing a lot of news, or, a lot of narcissism. That's what I'm gathering. They're incapable of thinking that they do anything wrong. They just do stuff because it benefits them, makes them feel good.
Notably, she never addressed the Omegle controversy directly, presumably because she wants to bring as little attention to it as possible.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
As of writing this, she also announced that she would be taking a break from producing new videos, although she didn't specify how long this break would actually be.
Skip. But when does this game get fucking good?
Practically every new video she released after this incident was flooded with dislikes, averaging at around a 6-to-1 dislike to like ratio. Her most recent videos have suffered in terms of views as well.
It makes very little difference. And also, dislikes, again, likes and dislikes, comments, they're all engagement. YouTube wants that. Like, they don't like the beef when it blows out of proportion. They realistically don't care who's being mean, who's doing what, who's bad or worse, as long as they keep being the bottom line of making money.
Tell them to bring me my money.
That view count is a minuscule difference and won't really have much effect on their livelihood. But point is, people are still engaging, right? Dislikes are still engagement. And they still get it out there in the algorithm. Just look at my goddamn videos. I think you need like a certain like plugin to view the dislikes or something because YouTube disabled it. I can understand that. People, the things that people do and don't like is just mindless nonsense. Thus, why we're in this very scenario. And also, that's still 15,000 people who like this particular video. Like that's monetizing that consistent. That's a portion of the people who actually watch. That most people just watch, which is the thing that matters, right? So ads can be run. But even still, the people who are vocal enough to leave it a like, that's still a big amount of people.
Whoa, that's a lot of people.
This person lives very cozy and they shouldn't have it, but that's not how the world works.
One thing is for certain.
Let me clarify that. Cozy to a ridiculous extent, while so many people don't even get a fraction of that type of life. That's the problem. You know, I'd be okay with everyone living good, cozy. In fact, I believe that's the way it should be, and humans are totally capable of doing that. We just choose not to because, you know, you benefit from screwing other people over. We live in an overabundance and people are deprived. Evil humans. But she still deserves to live a calm, peaceful life just like everyone else. It's just, that's not how it works in real life. How it works is this person lives exorbitantly exclusive, accessible existence while so many other people who are of way higher character, who are just way better, have considerably less, who have to work considerably harder, who get treated even worse, who have considerably less to turn to, who have to deal with the same problems she has. It's profoundly fucking tragic, dude. Yeah, that's the clarification.
So let me be clear.
Everyone deserves to be, you know, happy. Just, you didn't choose life. You exist, and then you just feel stuff and don't know what's going on, and just reacting to stuff. Given the things that humans are capable of, I don't see there being much of an excuse for things to be the way that they are, but when you look at the reasoning as to why, it's like, oh, that's vile. There is no excuse, even once I understand, which, you know, understanding makes the reality worse in some ways. Not in a way in which, you know, it's good to know what's there and what's happening around you so that you can react accordingly to it and you can, like, nullify it to the first extent through your efforts the deleterious effects of that. I forgot what I was saying. God damn it. Understanding, right. So it's good to understand and be able to get past. But through understanding will come an additional layer of suffering. Because when the more layers you peel back on humanity, the more disgusting, grotesque, mindless, evil crap that you're going to come across. Stuff that is so profoundly bad that you just can't accept. You can't.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Oh! You can try to, but I don't know, even through accepting a lot of this, you almost kind of have to become part of it because it just doesn't fit. It just, I don't know how to explain it. Deleterious. I'm pretty sure I used that right.
Yes. Yeah.
I used it right. Of course I did.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what understanding is very important.
One thing is for certain, this is by far the worst drama she's ever been involved with, and there's little chance of her moving past this unscathed in the long run. What many viewers don't know, or are only vaguely aware of, is the legal battle that's been happening behind the scenes for months.
Yeah, but a scathe for someone like this is like, oh shit, I lost out on like $100,000 this year. Like, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Turkey.
Now, female turkeys actually don't gobble, they cluck. They make a very noise, and if I do that, the male turkeys will hear it and they'll probably get turned on and gobble back. So let's give it a go.
Which is probably causing a lot more stress to her than this drama ever could. And here, finally, we can let the cat out of the bag. I've spent the entire video teasing a resolution to the whole sniper sausage situation.
Perfect show, LT.
And an answer to all questions being raised. From December of 2022 until now, Evan, or Sausage, and Leah, or Sniper Wolf, have been engaged in a legal dispute over the ownership and operation of the Sniper Wolf channels. This lawsuit's still ongoing, so keep in mind that every claim made by either party will have a large asterisk with big bold allegedly next to it. So take everything with a pinch of salt, but the content of these proceedings, which are now public record for anyone to see, have massive implications for Leah's channel and potentially reinterpret her entire history online. But before we get into that, let's actually start by confirming what most of you already knew. Sniper Wolf and Sausage had in fact been married, and on October 20th, 2022, Sausage officially filed for divorce.
John, I want a divorce.
Divorce.
So the people were right. The people earlier, erotic or something. Yeah. Blatant defending their lies. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We understand what this person is at this point. They have the same patterns of behavior over and over again. I guess we gotta expect it.
Now the big stuff. On the 22nd of December 2022, Evan Young filed a lawsuit against Sniper Wolf for breach of contract with the Maricopa County Court in Arizona. In it, he detailed the kind of business relationship he had with her, and he accused Leah of breaching the contract they had via shared ownership of Channel Red.
Bro, dude, Sausage. He's coming in. He's cooking the wolf. Would you rather have some sausage or wolf meat? Because we're having wolf meat. through this lawsuit,
which is a business which owns the Sniper Wolf channel, wherein he claims she was sidestepping him for various business deals, such as a sponsorship with G Fuel. This has led to an ongoing legal battle and a countersuit by Leah, in which both Evan and Leah present two highly diverging versions of the story of the channel's inception. So
whoever wins that is going to be based on who's the most convincing and who has the strongest legal team. Remember, people aren't there to figure out what's right. They're trying to figure out what works within accordance to the laws that are defined.
Let's try to go over the story these two individuals present, highlight where the two versions meet, where they differ,
or what is right in accordance to the laws that are defined in that current place and time, wherever the f they are.
And what the implication of each version would be for the entire history of the channel. All of the information presented directly in this section is directly from the case's legal documents, which are readily available online. We'll start with Sausage's story on what went down. In 2010, Leah and Evan allegedly met while playing Metal Gear Online. They texted back and forth for a while for the year's duration, but communication between them would eventually break down as they grew more distant for no particular reason. In the interim, in 2011, Leah made her Sexy Sniper channel, which quickly gained a reputation for being sleazy and not safe for work. They'd reconnected in December 2012, exchanging regular correspondence at that time. Evan says that in January 2013, he pitched an offer to her for the creation of the SS Sniper Wolf channel, the one we all know. The deal he offered was that he would record gameplays, write scripts, and Leah would simply read the scripts out on camera to make it appear as though she was the one playing the game. He also claims that he was to make sure this channel was completely distant from the Sexy Sniper channel. Leah apparently agreed, and the channel was created on January 19th by Evan, who utilized a mixture of both of their personal info, including Leah's first name and birth date, and Evan's last name and contact information.
Ooh, the good old entrepreneurial partnering up with the wrong dude who... It's, in this case, it's abs. That's awesome. I like hearing this stuff. Screw you, Sniper.
I guarantee you'll not go hungry, because at the end of the day, long as there's two people left on the planet, someone is going to want someone dead.
Hopefully you cause... Hopefully you are faced with considerably more problematic elements in your life that are caused by the people around you, more so than what you've caused for other people. Hopefully that's the case. It probably isn't the case, right?
Evan says they would agree on a 50-50 revenue split at this time. He also claims that he was the dictator of the channel deal with Fullscreen for the ad revenue from the channel, and that they agreed to split this revenue equally, and the first payment from Fullscreen in March 2013 was deposited into Evan Young's PayPal account. Evan then moved to Arizona to be closer to Leah in May 2013, and according to him, they got married in the same month. Of course, this is a far cry from Sniper Wolf's perspective. Her version of the story up until this point in time is less rich with detail.
Less rich with detail, of course. Like, if you're lying, if you're trying to like get people on your side, and you're a piece of crap and you did stuff wrong, you're gonna leave out information, you're gonna mislead, you're gonna just outright lie, you're gonna not go into detail. It makes sense.
Of course, this is a far cry from Sniper Wolf's perspective.
We're so fucked, Jason. Pull the trigger. Come on, mother. Pull the trigger! Let's go shoot me!
Oh shit! Her version of the story up until this point in time is less rich with detail, but according to her, she had made the Sniper Wolf channel all on her own. She also closed the deal with Fullscreen herself and collected 100% of the ad revenue from it.
Good job! Uh-oh, you found the toothpaste? Let's get one thing clear. I can brush my teeth all by myself, okay?
She never actually met Evan in any capacity until May 2013, at which point they became romantically involved. Already, you can see how heavily the two stories diverge.
She's trying to skew certain things. His sounds a little bit. I don't know, man. Is that all to hers?
And rest assured,
to her story,
the differences don't end there. Evan claims he was an integral part in the actual running of the Sniper Wolf channel. In the heyday of the gaming era from 2013 to 2016, he says he was responsible for producing all of the gameplay footage, as well as producing scripts, which Leah would simply read out.
I did everything for her.
Yo!
Once the gaming era slowly tapered off, Evan remained a deeply important part of the channel, focusing on video directing, script writing, and market research, all while Leah was primarily the face of it. All throughout, they supposedly maintained their 50-50 revenue split.
So he did all the work, essentially. She just showed up and showed her face on camera. And then reaped the benefits. And now she's the one that's the most well-known. Yeah, it's pretty, yeah.
On March 29th, 2014, the couple created a channel called Mr. Sausage Boy, intended to act as Evan's personal channel, distinct and separate from the Sniper Wolf channel. However, just like the Sniper Wolf channel, the revenue from it was split between them. A couple months later, on June 4th, 2014, the couple supposedly created another channel called Little Leah, and you can find that channel right now on YouTube. This one had been made for a more female-centric audience with content related to makeup, designer goods, shopping, and fashion.
And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
Everybody say something, keep it going. Hey.
Sausage! Not a fat ass, but I still pick the sausage! Got a flat ass, but I still get the sausage! Wake up in the morning, I eat the sausage! I'm a redhead, but I still take the sausage!
And just like with all of the other channels, the revenue was split down the middle. Just a couple of days later, on June 10th, Leah apparently entered a revised agreement with Fullscreen on behalf of the Sniper Wolf channel. Once again, Leah and Evan agreed on a 50-50 split. Then, skipping about 2 years to October 10th, 2016, Leah entered an agreement with Google directly for an AdSense account, the revenue from which will be split down the middle. For those wondering why this happened, basically there was a time on YouTube where you couldn't monetize a gaming channel without a partnership from a network, like Machinima or Fullscreen. So how does this all go according to Leah? Once again, not as much detail. She claims that Evan only provided supplementary aid, although she didn't actually specify what kind of aid that was. She also claims the Sniper Wolf channel was always in her full possession, and that Mr. Sausage Boy was a channel fully owned and operated by Evan, while Little Leah was again fully owned by Leah, and the profits from each would be deposited into the respective owners' banks. She also takes a major jab at Evan, saying that while Mr. Sausage Boy found some moderate success, she effectively became a YouTube celebrity.
Of course that's the angle you take, you fucking superficial rat. Oh man, of course, yeah, he wasn't as popular as me though. And ownership. He wasn't as well known, even though he did all the work for me and propped me up. Ugh. I have the same, like, grossed out reaction. I guess that means we know we're nearing the end. It's just like, alright, come on, you do the same thing over and over again. That's what you are.
Which is true, like nobody really cared about Sausage.
I'm alone. Nobody cared me. I care.
Psych! Oh yeah, it is true, but the fact that you want to bring it up, or the fact that it was, worthy enough contention to make, in addition to everything else in your lawsuit, it's like, God, it's pathetic, man. It's hard to idolize really anything. Well, it's hard. Let me contextualize. It's hard to idolize the things that people have agreed upon idolizing. So when I see somebody who's well known or popular, it's like that doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean anything. Yet people want it to mean stuff, right? They want to believe that the people they give their attention to is like they're awesome. They're just better. They're just a higher tier society. I mean, why else would they be who they are and where they're known? I mean, that's obviously they're better because that's how humans, like, you got to make money and you're just better, and people need to know you. That's just how it works, right? Blah, 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 blah.
Alright, this is probably gonna piss you off. Imagine you're driving, and Drake, the wheelchair kid from Degrassi, pulls in front of you. But it's not just his car. His entourage is 1 sedan and 3 SUVs. And his asshole bodyguard physically gets out to block traffic with his body, so Drake's 4-car entourage can get ahead of everyone. I'm gonna start calling celebrities out on this garbage. Yeah, we get it. Drake's probably late to his girlfriend's middle school graduation or whatever, but that doesn't mean his 4-car entourage gets to cut traffic. If he wants to cut in line, he can roll down the window and ask nicely. And if he gets told no, then he's gotta wait in traffic like the rest of us. Look, if you ever learn anything from me, it's this. No matter how rich and famous some of these celebrities are, none of them are more important than you.
I used to be a lover, what? Damn, the hoe brought me to a savage.
Kiana. Don't call me that.
Why?
That's my best attraction. What's your best trait?
The cakes? You have the cakes?
I don't call them that.
Oh. Do you have an OnlyFans?
No.
You got that, Bobby.
Are you calling me that right now?
Kind of, yeah. You a little thotty, Bobby.
Hold on. It's just better. It's just better. It's just better. They're better. You respect them. That's more like it. It's just better.
Further, she restates that the Fullscreen and AdSense revenue deals were handled by her privately and resulted in her getting 100% of the profit, and she never shared that with Sausage.
I think what everyone wants to know now is, what are you going to do with all this money?
I'm going to reinvest my money into the community.
Oh, that's a very nice gesture. What were you...
Lastly, according to her, Evan and Leah apparently got married at some point in 2016. As different as these stories are, there's one point in which they joined back together. On February 8th, 2017, the now undeniably married couple founded a joint company called Channel Red in the state of Arizona. Upon creating it, they both became members and managers of the company, bringing every single one of their YouTube channels under the ownership of this LLC. As part of their operating deal, both individuals had full access to all accounts and were jointly responsible for decisions regarding the channels. This arrangement would last from 2017 to September 2022, up to the date of Evan's divorce filing, during which the Sniper Wolf channel in particular would enjoy unprecedented YouTube success. However, Evan also argues there was an oral agreement that the revenue would continue to be split down the middle.
Ooh. Oral.
Okay, give me your password.
My password?
Out with it.
Oral cum shot.
Oral cum shot? Yeah, that fits.
Yeah, that probably won't hold up too well.
So why is this lawsuit happening in the first place? Evan actually sued her first, and the gist is that he's trying to get as much money as possible out of the opposing party.
Yeah, that's like every lawsuit, usually. It's money. Because that's the thing that's important to humans. It's the only thing that matters.
I'll tell you the most important things in life. First thing is health, because you don't have if you're dead. Second thing is the health and respect of people you love, friends and family. Third most important thing is money.
This is all tied into their divorce, as their marriage is ending, and who gets the most money will come down to who can show they had more involvement in the channel than the other. Going strictly off of what they've requested from the court, she asks for everything to get dissolved and they just split the money basically. But he doesn't ask for that and instead asks the court to put someone in charge of Channel Red so that things can just go back to running smoothly, with him also being involved in the business decisions.
Party's different. An entrepreneur, I see, huh? Aiming for the long run. That's funny.
She asks for everything to get dissolved and they just split the money basically. But he doesn't ask for that and instead asks the court to put someone in charge of Channel Red so that things can just go back to running smoothly, with him also being involved in the business decisions.
Sniper was like, oh, I don't want to pretend. The guy's like, nah, man, I want to make more money off this, yo. I'm a business guy.
I'm a businessman.
Why would you not, right?
Now, there are more ways in which the two parties differ in the stories they're giving to the court. What I will say is that in my personal, dumbass YouTuber opinion, which holds no weight and also only exists in Minecraft, Roblox, and Fortnite...
Come on, Turkey. Like, you said a lot of... Like, you're logical, you're articulate, you're pointing out things in a certain fashion that should be pointed out at the right things at the right time. It's like, none of that means anything. Doesn't matter if you're a YouTuber, it doesn't matter if what you're saying is valid and accurate. Stature has no bearing on anything. And if anyone tries to apply that to you, like, they're dumb. They're dumb people.
Did you ever notice that? How many really stupid people you run into during the day? God damn, there's a lot of stupid bastards walking around. Carry a little pad and pencil with you. You wind up with 30 or 40 names by the end of the day.
Like, you're stupid if you need to look at what the person has or who they're known as, and also if you need to, like, if that is what you use to determine the validity of someone's opinion.
Congratulations! Congratulations! Congratulations!
You're a YouTuber at Minecraft. It doesn't matter, man. You're on the ball with this. If anyone tells you otherwise, it's fuck them.
If I had you here, I'd pound you to a pulp!
Start pounding, Joker.
And if you believe that, you're stupid. Like, if you believe that, like, you need a bunch of other people to agree with something that somebody else says before you think that it has merit, then you're fucking stupid. There's nothing that can help you if that's the case. And it's like you get so many things in terms of how you understand the world just incorrect. And there's not much that can be done other than you trying to, like, improve your intelligence. Yeah, Circuit Tom, you're making points here, man. You're showing everything. You're being as unbiased as you can. You're trying to use the facts and evidence that you come across to determine some type of opinion that you have on these types of things. And even still, you still frame things in a way like, you're like, all right, take it with a grain of salt. This is what I came across. This is what I gathered. This is what I put things together. It's like, I love it when people do that. It's like, oh, you got a spine, Turkey. You got a spine. Don't go in that oven.
It's okay. You don't know him. You don't know.
What a waste of a good spine.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You broke
back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal. I broke my back.
It's like, that's good. Because it's like, I hate it when like people, they just report on something that's so goddamn vile and grotesque and they're just like, oh, this, what do you guys think about this? Leave your opinion in the comments. It's like, shut the f...
Y'all leave some comments below and let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think the deputy should have been charged for this? Could it have been a PTSD attack? Are these memes coming up any good? Because I haven't looked at them yet. Are these memes coming up any good?
I didn't come here to listen to hear a bunch of like lemmings share their backwards like mediocre opinion on. I want to know what's going on and I want to know what's bad or worse. Show me what you found and let's talk about it. And that's exactly what you did, Turkey Tom. So your opinion is absolutely valid, 100%. You're showing everything, dude. Screw those people who put that idea in your head.
I think that Sniper Wolf is not a real gamer. And if I had to guess, Evan probably did write a lot of those scripts and play the games for her, hence why people like SylvieBot drew the conclusion that she wasn't really in the top 500 in Overwatch. Now, let's focus on what truly matters. As we've shown, the two stories behind the creation of the running of the Sniper Wolf channel differ a lot. One may question why they even have such massively distinct stories. In answering that, we have to examine what either would stand to gain. First, let's once again acknowledge that these stories provided, even if proven, would not be the be-all end-all for the actual lawsuit, which mainly concerns actions taken by Evan and Leah after Evan initiated the divorce proceedings. If you want to accuse Evan of lying, and you want to speculate on his motivation, it's obvious. He wants to hurt Sniper Wolf.
Dude, that's what I meant, Turkey. Like, that's an actual, like, valid, like, observation. Yeah. He is probably trying to hurt her. Trying to make money, and it's good. Sure, it's fine. Screw her. But, like, you're not just some YouTube guy who, like, what does that even mean? To be just some YouTube guy, you know?
You will never be a YouTuber.
Here's how you make a sandwich.
It's like if you're valid, you're valid, dude. And you're explaining yourself. So what you say is very valid, 100%.
And by confirming age-old suspicions about her channel, he's effectively proving to everyone that her entire channel is built on lies. However, given that the point of the lawsuit is that he would continue to have joint ownership of the business, especially in regards to sponsorship deals, one may question why he would spread such damaging lies in the first place.
Well, money. Money!
Into the
New kitchen gun! Sparkles like new!
Meanwhile, Leah's motivation to lie is also even more obvious. Leah's reputation has been in absolute tatters, and reviving her old drama by unilaterally confirming the people making videos about her were correct would only add fuel to the fire.
Go ahead.
Oh! She's trying to provide a more acceptable alternate story for the history of the channel, while conceding that she had been married, advances the marriage to the same year when most of the drama surrounding her marriage had been happening, giving herself an out to claim she had not been married during it, and thus wasn't lying when she said they weren't married.
That's fun, and I guess to her, that's more than enough. Oh, I proved this one thing, so therefore take me on my word when it comes to everything else I've lied about, or misled, or misdirect, or left information out on. God, yeah, toddler. Like, it's like the person's so goddamn emotionally inept. It's absurd, but they came across the right people at the right time and made the right moves and with a tangible reality that netted them this exorbitantly exclusive life. Despite all this crap like that she's going through, she still has so much to return to at the end of the day. She has so much to look over to and be like, okay, I feel like I'm important in the world, because that's the way that people have treated her. That's the thing that she's acquired through all these various efforts, right? I mean, if you needed your guy to be the one that makes everything for you, so you just rode off of that and then tried to take it for yourself, which makes sense given everything that this person is.
Now that we have a better idea of why either of them may lie, let's examine the actual implications of their stories. Firstly, the marriage. Regardless of which side in the lawsuit is correct, Leah and Evan were definitely married in 2016, which means the purported breakups shown on her YouTube channel may have been real. This also retroactively vindicates Herodic in his discovery of the jointly signed house ownership agreement, perhaps proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that the DMCA takedown, which Sniper Wolf had admitted herself was only partially due to copyrighted content being used in the video, was in fact a malicious attempt at censoring the truth and hiding their relationship.
Oh yes, definitely. But I mean, par for the course, right? Just...
Even though they'd been making public videos about their relationship, releasing documents proving one way or the other is probably over the line.
Over the line!
Huh? Bullshit. Mark at 8, dude.
Has the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the role? Oh!
Now, let's narrow our focus on Evan's side of the story. If we assume everything he said was the truth, from his provided date of the marriage to the very foundations of the Sniper Wolf channel, this changes our perspective on pretty much every drama since then that she's been involved with up until the divorce has been initiated. Take the Girl Gone Gamer situation. If Evan had been so deeply involved with the Sniper Wolf channel as he'd purported, that means Leah was faking gameplays in the same way she'd accused Girl Gone Gamer of doing. But let's not forget, it also means Evan had as much of a hand in creating the Girl Gone Gamer video as Sniper Wolf herself. If he is to be believed, he would have been the one writing the script in the first place, turning Sniper Wolf's video from a relatively scatterbrained rant to a very deliberate takedown of a fellow content creator orchestrated by two people. And keep in mind, the entire time the gameplay was not being done by Leah, which makes her a massive hypocrite.
How do you say it? Hypocrite. You do want to stress on the first syllable. Hypocrite. You're hypocrite.
There we go, CSI.
Secondly, let's examine the Enigma Hood drama. To align with Evan's story, Enigma Hood's video would have been taken down with Evan's consent, meaning he was potentially complicit in the DMCA abuse against Enigma Hood. Given Evan's claim that they were deliberately trying to distance themselves from the Sexy Sniper channel, the most obvious reason for the takedown was to make sure the Sexy Sniper channel was hidden from public spotlight. It would also mean Evan bore some responsibility for the entire situation as it developed between 2013 and 2016.
Turkey, this is goddamn.
So you can make your turkey burp by squeezing him.
You are like that's great. Look, like you're super analytical. You're piecing things together. You're referring to previous things that you said. You're connecting with other things. You're using stuff to shed light on or contextualize other things that have happened that we've gone over based on the information that we've built up. Like, dude, yeah, man. I love that type of documentary. Like, that's great. You're trying to understand and not through just like some, because I don't know, maybe like you kind of do need a little bit of bias, I guess, to really understand these, because why would you, if you were unbiased, you'd probably just double down on the gullibility. Not to say you're gullible in it, and really, I'm just pointing at the average, you know, people would kind of know what I'm talking about. Leave your comments down below on what you think, right? Did he do wrong or right? I'm not going to share my opinion on it, so because I don't want to, you know.
What am I doing here? What is this? It's to be. Get out of here. Get clapped on. What is this?
Because I'm spineless. It's like, God. I love this. This is like nice documentary making.
As we've already discussed, Herotic has been vindicated regardless of when exactly Evan and Leah got married. But if they were married since 2013, the entire drama comes off as even more ridiculous and fake. The legal threats against Scarce and the copyright takedown of the Herotic video were also decisions made jointly by Evan and Leah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, they're both, like, she slept with this guy. He's definitely not very, come on. If you're gonna get with someone like that, it's definitely a reflection of what's going on in here. You're not entirely dissociated from the people that you choose to place in these exclusive roles in your life. That's something in there, right? You don't get to wash your hands of that as if it's nothing.
In the Sniper Wolf versus FaZe Clan drama, while the clip that arguably started it all is on Leah, the legal threats made against FaZe Censor were a joint decision, as opposed to Evan acting merely as a messenger. It also further raises questions regarding the text messages from 2015 regarding the supposed abusive relationship Leah claimed to have been in.
Hey! You're hurting her!
It's okay, babe. Everybody can be like you.
Oh my God! I hate this.
Given it's no longer just drama between boyfriend and girlfriend, but a domestic dispute. Everything is put into a different context if we believe Evan's story. It also removes at least half of Leah's agency in turning the Sniper Wolf channel into the success story it ended up becoming.
I guess that makes it hard, because why would you want to believe in Evan? Because he's only there for himself, and he's probably just as much of a piece of crap. Man. Yeah, life's complicated.
Conversely, it also paints Evan in a rather bad light. He now shares responsibility for some of the most blatant misuses of the YouTube copyright system in order to both silence criticism and to hide the truth that he's now so readily revealing in order to help his lawsuit. It also makes him at least partially culpable for the creepy Omegle videos, all of which may have been made with his consent or direction. As for Sniper Wolf's story, it changes relatively little about the channel, other than proving Herotic right and proving her to be a liar. Since the lawsuit hasn't come to a conclusion, it may be a while before we learn which side of the story is actually correct. And of course, even if one side wins, it technically doesn't disprove the opposite stories, as the relevance of these stories to the actual case is not the be-all end-all. That said, there is plenty of room to make assumptions. While Leah's story omits any mention of the attempts at exposing the Sniper Wolf channel, Evan's story happens to confirm many of the suspicions people have had over the years. There were reasons for people to think she wasn't the one doing the gameplay. If we examine some of the stuff provided by people like Truth Revealed, then indeed, Evan's story seems more plausible than Leah's.
Seems like so he's in it for the money, she's in it to just defend her emotions, and for the money, which I guess kind of are intertwined. The money and the emotions, right? Because how much money you have results in whether or not, you know, the type of life that you live and extent and all those things.
That said, I'm not a legal expert, and before any of you come away from this video with the impression that Sniper Wolf's a confirmed fake fraudster,
You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
just be aware this case is still developing and that until it concludes, it's too early to reach for conclusions.
Conclusion, yeah, but we can gain some general consensus on the behavior of this person, especially the time and time again they do the same thing. DMCA strikes, doxing, lying, manipulating, trying to targeted harassment, yeah, embellishing, tumbling down on their superficial bullshit, their delusions, trying to ignore all the people trying to cause a comeuppance for her crappy actions. Like, these are recurring, like, you know, if you look at the lawsuit itself, sure, like, that's all legal crap, and we can only have so much information, and that information is going to be provided to us by people who are trying to prove a point. So take everything with a grain of salt. But behavior-wise, the stuff that we do know about, stuff that's blatant, you can very much walk away with it from this.
Bruh.
Dude, literally, I had like 10 seconds left. We'll make it quick.
Leah's channel may be one of the greatest success stories in YouTube history. Whether she achieved it on her own or with the help of her ex-husband, it's undeniable that Sniper Wolf had become a titan of YouTube with the two of them at the helm. Despite every drama she's been involved in, and despite the utterly dreadful reputation she earned, not to mention the complete isolation from the wider YouTube community, she simply continued to grow until she became one of the largest creators on the whole website, regularly getting more views per day than even Mr. Beast, the largest creator on the whole platform. However, in the midst of her latest drama, she's practically burnt every bridge with every content creator out there, and with the exception of YouTube itself and her most rabid fans, no one meaningful is going to come to the support of her.
But that's the thing. That's all that. Those are the only two things they need: the rabid fans and the platform that enables them. It's yeah, I know. Whatever.
And now, with this lawsuit, she's got much bigger problems to worry about. But one thing is for certain, whether the Jax Films controversy will be remembered as a series of dominoes that led to one of the greatest falls from grace in YouTube history, or another case of Leah skillfully evading the consequences of her actions, remains to be seen. Regardless, it's very unlikely her break from YouTube will be the last we've seen of her. So, let's wait and see if there truly is such a thing as too big to fail. I've been Turkey Tom, thanks for watching, and until next time, leave me alone. Bye, Sniper Wolf.
Get doxed, idiot!
I think it'll be fine. You made this video in a place and time 2 months ago for when I'm shooting this, of which there is enough backlash to the point where you can point out their crap, and I think you should be okay. There's something you said. Too big to fail. Skill-wise, was that skill evading the ramifications of them being a pooper?
No.